All right, let's see if this is any better. Is that any better, Satalia? Okay. I think that for once wasn't the headset. Probably was the headset the previous time. Hello, Mr. Dave. Um, though that said, I probably do need to get a new computer. We're going to deal with that once I get back from Vegas. We'll deal with the whole new computer. I need to get the ports redone, blah, 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 blah. I have put a lot of wear and tear on it. I do have one microphone, but we're not going to go over to that one yet. That's part of the whole new project. All right, now that we've fixed that problem, let's see if Cryptic crashes again. We'll give it a few minutes here. It's weird, I was playing this morning. It crashed instantly as soon as I started it. Came back a little while later. It ran fine. Come back now. Crashes again. Mr. Dave, you only have tomorrow morning left. We were a little bit further done than I thought, so maybe you got some in there while I was not paying attention? But you're at 59 of 60, so you just need one DSE tomorrow. And everything after that is gravy and dilithium. Dilithium with gravy. Yes. So let's see. We are streaming. We do have audio. Yay! And I have no plans for the day. I do have plans for what we're going to do on Thursday, which is figuring out what you guys would like to see starting in middle of August moving forward, since I will be gone for 2 weeks, and I thought this would be a great opportunity to plan out what we'd like to do moving forward. We've had a couple of requests of people who want to bring back Pimp My Starship Night, which is great. DT has offered to help out with that one because God knows I don't know Starship, so I was impressed as heck that my inventory is not as bad as Kel's in some ways, but it's a lot worse than others. But I fly his ship better than he does. But then again, he doesn't pretend to be a good pilot, and neither do I. GK Night. You got it, Satalia. We will take one evening. As long as people have enough characters to do it, we will spend the entire evening playing one specific TFO. That's fine. But we can talk about that on Thursday. Speaking of specific TFOs, tomorrow's TFO is Forged in Fire, which I know is not everybody's cup of tea, but since my classes got canceled for tomorrow, so I don't have classes until towards the end of August, I thought, maybe we'll come on and do that. Pimp My Moopsie. That just sounds wrong in so many ways, Satalia. Though somebody suggested they make Moopsie the hollow. I did listen to 10 Forward Weekly, which was kind of fun, while I was cutting up a tree, which is a story. Not a big story. But somebody wanted to do a Moopsie themed patrol, like a horror patrol. And I'm thinking, yeah, I could totally do a Moopsie patrol. But tomorrow night will be Forged in Fire. And I have to find somebody who's willing to actually not cut through all the dialogue. Because, might as well. Speaking of awesome things, Jonathan Delarco is going to be at the convention. I wish I had the ability to interview people there, because that'd be really fun. Going, hey, you did voice acting in Stowe. You want to come talk to us at my booth about it? Would that be awesome? Maybe next year. Maybe next year I will talk to people. Maybe I will go next year. At this moment, I'm not going back next year. But that's subject to change. We will see what happens. I have no endeavors to do. I was actually doing them this morning, which is like, oh my goodness, Mom did endeavors. Past few days, I've not been doing my endeavors. But I'm at that point at this point, I think the only thing I have left to do is laminate a couple of pieces of paper and pack the car. This is not exciting. So getting back to why was I cutting down a tree today? We had a storm, which is why I didn't go to class last night. And it wasn't that bad, but apparently it was worse than I thought. So I was walking around the front yard today going, a couple branches down here, a couple of twigs down here, picking them up, pack them away. Letting in the backyard, trees down. Okay, old tree. Pack Picard. What is Pack Picard, Cetalia? Anyway, the dogs and I basically spent the afternoon chopping up a tree. Dogs were not thrilled, especially since it means it's going to be harder for the squirrels to get in and out of the yard. Pack the car. Yes, no. I could take my Jean-Luc with me, but I have a feeling somebody would steal him because he's just cardboard. And I'm sure I've told this story before, so I'm going to wait for the ad break to finish, and then I will tell you about my taking Jean-Luc around Chicago with me for a while. But in the meantime, let's see. Do we have anything going on today? Not really. Sorry about that. The dogs are sleeping here, going snoring quietly. Pack the car, pack Picard. I can do both. I can pack the car with Picard. Oh, hold on. We can't do that here, can we? I have to go back there. If anybody needs to do the Viviosaurus Rex, let me know. Because I've done mine. I'm happy to go down and do all the ground stuff so somebody else can spawn camp. Well, this isn't quite what I meant. But we'll get out of here for the moment. All right, what is around here? Let's go get that one.
Good evening.
Good evening. What's the hell? How are you?
Very fine.
That's good.
And I'm hearing myself. I am better mute the stream.
Oh, well, I'm not hearing you except as you, so. But yes.
Hello, hello, hello.
Echo, echo, echo.
You still gotta pay the electric company. Oh, wait. What?
I'm just doing some DSEs while I kind of wait for the ad to finish up here.
Good.
So this is interesting. I'm doing the DSEs, and they show that there's a target that I'm aiming for, but there's no target. It's just, then a target appears later, but at a different location. I think that's just a little glitch, maybe. All right, the ad break is done. So getting back to why I drove Jean-Luc around Chicago. And I specify Jean-Luc and not Patrick Stewart, much as that would be fun. I didn't do that. For one of my birthdays when I was working in a blood bank, my husband gave me a life-size cutout of Jean-Luc. But he set it up in the kitchen because he knew I had to go to work at 4 in the morning that day. He put it in the kitchen, and I went downstairs. I didn't turn the lights on because it's 4 in the morning. I didn't want to wake anybody up. And what do I see in the kitchen? I see a almost 6-foot figure standing there in the kitchen looking at me. And I almost screamed. And then I'm like, well, this body isn't moving. This is before I did martial arts, by the way. This isn't moving, so either he's as scared of him of me as I am of him, or something else is going on here. The correct answer is something else is going on here. Figured out what it was, and Jean-Luc started coming around Chicago to the blood banks I worked at. And I would sneak him in before the other employees got there and like put him in my office behind the door. And then tell people like, oh, Harry, could you go grab those documents off my desk, please? Sure, no problem. What the? It's like, what's wrong, Harry? And then he'd come out laughing. So we had a lot of fun putting him in different locations. He was our kind of mascot for the office. Imagine if Mom had used martial arts on the cutout. Yeah, believe me, it's a good thing I didn't know martial arts because it would be an X cutout. But it was pretty funny. Hi, Graz, how are you doing?
I'm good. You?
I am doing good, except for the tree that fell down in the backyard in the storm last night, but it wasn't a big tree.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I got a saw.
Good thing that the street didn't fall on you.
Yeah, it was not a huge tree, and the big trees, the one that's old and I was afraid was going to come down in a storm, is scheduled to come down in a couple of weeks, but being professionally taken out, not amateurly taken out the way I do it. But like I said, I got a saw. It is not a tree anymore. It's all bundled up and ready to be put out for the garbage collectors.
I was about to say, do you have an oven? A firewood stove or something like that?
Well, it's still reasonably green, so it would probably take me a year plus before it'd be dry enough to put onto a stove. When I moved in
Still good
here,
firewood.
pardon?
Still good firewood.
Well, I have tons of firewood because I have a lot of trees. And the previous tenants, a lot of the trees had come down. They cut them and they set them up to use as firewood, and they had a little fire pit in the backyard. And I decided I didn't want the fire pit because it was rusted, so I took all the firewood and put it on Facebook Marketplace for free if you come get it. It didn't last very long. People were like, yeah, we'll be right there for you. Yeah, it's over here, but you have to haul it. Yeah, that's no problem. But this stuff, this is a good year away from being ready to be anything. But if somebody wants it, they can come get it. It's fine. It's just sitting out on the street. Should put a sign out, free to good home.
Hmm. Trees do not like to be rehomed, but yeah, sure.
In this case, there's what little there is of it.
Doesn't have an opinion.
Say that again?
Doesn't have an opinion.
Not anymore, no. 'Tis an X tree. Stolly says if a tree falls in the yard and Mom isn't there to cut it, doesn't make a sound. Nope. In fact, I didn't hear it come down last night, which tells you how quietly it came down. But what happened is it came down and landed on some other trees in the easement behind our house. So it's perched there, which means it's perfect for things to walk into the yard without any effort. And I'm thinking, do I really want to do that to my son while he's watching the house and knowing that things can come in and visit the doggers? The dogs will go crazy. My son will then go crazy. Do I expect my son to cut up a tree? No. And I, on the other hand, bought a reciprocating saw for this reason. There's nothing like having your own power tools. But on that same line, I found power tools for cleaning. They're attachments that go onto a power drill with various kinds of scrub brushes. Ladies, if you would like your spouse, especially if they are of the male persuasion, if you would like them to do more house cleaning, buy these tools. Because there's nothing better than being able to go in there. I'm going to clean the bathtub.
Yeah, and I assume said tools have other male appropriate and friendly attachments.
Well, I suppose that's up to you, but these were like 15 different kinds of scrub brushes and
Oh, right.
scouring tools and things like
But
that.
power tools.
Yeah,
Okay.
it goes
Pretty
on your
much
power drill. Of course, it's got other fun accessories. It's a power drill.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much. It's like, hey, you go buy this power tool if you want. Just make sure that you buy these accessories.
Yeah, exactly. Hi, my starlight. Yeah, my husband had a little battery powered cleaning tool for the house. And if I had found these attachments earlier, our bathroom would have been spotless every single day. What is wrong with this aceton inhibitor? It does not want to die. Die, dang you. Nope. Fine. Well, there's nothing for you to assimilate there. I did pick up the Kelvin bundle, by the way. I have not opened it yet. That will have to wait till I get home. Oh, yeah, now I can kill the assimilator. In fact, I'm not even firing at it and it's dying. Go figure. So my Starlight, I empathize with your PC issues because Citalia was just telling me that my headset was starting to get all. I'm not going to sit around and keep doing this. This is silly. If you don't want to die, don't die. Fine. I'm just not going to deal with you anymore.
So is it Mega Millions tonight?
Yes, it is Mega Millions tonight. It is like 800 million. I did buy a ticket, one, because I figure I've got an equally good chance of winning it on one ticket or zero tickets. Yeah, it's 800 tonight, and then the Wednesday for the Powerball is 663. So what gets interesting is they don't sell lottery tickets in Vegas or in Nevada at all. Nevada, excuse me, Nevada. So if I want tickets, I'm either going to have to buy them in advance or leave some money for my son and then go, hey, honey, it's 800 million. Would you mind buying some for me?
800 plus, right?
Well, it's 800 for tonight.
Yes, but if no one wins,
It will be more.
and yeah, it'll be more. Yeah,
Yeah. So I can,
and who knows? Who knows? Might get up to a billion.
yeah. So I will leave him some money. Hopefully that'll work. And let's see, a billion. A billion's nice. We've talked about this before. A billion is we buy Cryptic out from underneath them. That's the easy part. I buy my company that I used to work at out from the current owners. Not because I dislike the people, but the other way around, I actually want to give it back to the people who work there and go, okay, you all have an equal share in this now. Have fun. My Starlight says, still no reply about the motherboard, and eBay ones are more than 2 times over 600. Paid my desserts invoice for my birthday boat party, so that was almost 200. Hope I still have enough for dinner. Yes, I hope so. Well, if I win the lottery, I'll be in touch. I have a lot of people to be in touch with if I win the lottery. I think the big trick if you win that much money is not to let anybody know.
For several months at least.
Oh, for longer than that, until it gets so wrapped up that nobody can, kidnap your child or your dog and hold them hostage. If it's going to take a year plus to get a portion of the money out, and there's no easy access to it, nobody's hopefully going to be stupid enough to do something like that. Lock it up in irrevocable trusts, etc., etc. After I have some fun.
I'm move to Greenland then or something.
I don't know about Greenland.
Too cold.
Oh, that's not the problem as much as there's not much to do in Greenland.
Wait for climate change. They did have themselves a experimental farm there for potatoes where they tried to breed new potato strains
Mm-hmm.
which could deal with the cold.
Yeah.
And climate change came from them, and now they're just planting normal potatoes.
There is that, yes. Well, as I'm sure you all know, Greenland once had at least a level of a agricultural culture going on, and then there was some degree of climate change, and things got a little too cold, and that was the end of that. My Starlight says, I've made a list years ago of a few friends I'd hello and things I'd do if I win a lottery jackpot. Yeah, I think there'd be a lot of traveling to visit some friends who could use an assist and going to their bank with them to make some arrangements. I don't know how you do that, though.
There are bank to bank transfers that you can do.
Yeah, but anything over X amount of money triggers IRS inquiries. And, I'm not saying they shouldn't pay their taxes. They should absolutely pay their taxes on it. But I also don't want them to do now I've got $100,000. I'm going to go buy fur-lined socks or something like that when they are on the verge of homelessness 3 months ago. That kind of thing. So figure out a way to get them enough money to keep them alive while they're trying to figure it all out. Because if I do that, there's a lot more people I can help than if I give everybody a cut. Big cut. Son, big cut. Son's friend, big cut. Son's friend's family, big cut. A few of my friends, big cut. Friends who need help, amounts of money that will allow them not to do stupid for a while and hopefully figure out their own lives. That's the goal there. So as I was saying, the TFO for tomorrow is Forged in Fire.
Well, we've had worse.
Yeah. Yes, we have. And then over the weekend, when I'm not here to do it, is going to be Tour of the Galaxy. But that starts Friday. I could actually do it Friday. And yes, we are going to watch Strange New Worlds episode 2 on Friday nights. So I'm thinking maybe we start a little bit earlier, like 6 o'clock. Does that work? If that works for everybody, let me know.
It will work, yes.
Okay. Chris will probably have seen it by then. I'm sure DT will have seen it by then. But I kind of like the episode. The more I think about it, it was more in the lines of Trek versus where they have gotten sometimes lately into the weirder stuff. But it was not a brilliant episode, but it definitely had some very fun moments, and it felt like old school Trek, where we had a situation that had to get resolved, and we threw in a bit of a moral question, and everybody had to figure out answers. So, yay. When George Clooney gave a bunch of friends money, he did it with cash in suitcases. Said he asked about tax-free, and cash was the way to go. You can't take it across borders. There is a $10,000 cash limit going across the border without making an IRS declaration.
Border as in which border? State borders?
No, country borders.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, state borders. Come on, like anyone stops you if you're going to cross the state line here. You should declare. Somebody has to pay the tax on it. But if you think about it, if I got taxed when it comes to me as income, that should be it, right? I've paid the tax on it.
Yep.
But I've also got friends who would love to go back to college. I have a very close friend who's been a hairstylist, and he wants to go back and be a chemist because hairstyling and chemistry actually go together. But it's a little outside his monetary wheelhouse. And I thought, well, that'd be fun. My friends who want to go back to college or get a degree or get a certificate. Awesome. I do have a George Clooney story, but I actually never met him. When they were filming, he was in, ER? Was that the name of the show?
Yes.
When he was in ER, they filmed a lot of it at University of Chicago Hospital, which is where I was working at the time, and apparently the air nurses and the women who were up in that department, and probably some of the men too, just adored him. And he would sign their helmets because these would be the people who'd go out on the helicopter rides to pick up critical care patients and bring them back to the hospital. And of course, at that point, none of them ever wanted to touch those helmets again. They were up on a shelf so nobody could touch them, which is kind of cool. My Starlight says, what if I'm just paying for things with my card? You mean paying for things for other people with your card? That's your money. You're buying your things. What you do with your things is up to you.
I suppose IRS will find it difficult to track monetary gains if those are in assets that have no monetary value directly.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's talking about buying mother or TV or something like that.
They may care, but if I've already paid the tax on it, I've paid the tax on it. It's when you try and sneak around and do things so other people don't have to pay tax that they should have to pay tax on. But you know what? That's a really good question. A gift of money is not taxable to the recipient. You do not have to
Oh.
report it as income on your tax return. However, the limit is $19,000 per recipient per year before it has to be reported. For gifts larger than that, you have to report it, but you don't have to pay tax on it unless it goes over the lifetime gift limit of $15 million. So in other words, you have to report it, but you don't have to pay tax on it.
Oh.
As long as me, the giver, already paid the tax. So me, because I received the money, have to pay the tax. Let's see my Starlight. I bought stuff from Amazon many times for U.S. friends, just nothing big. My Starlight, where are you at? If you're in the U.S., yeah, that's no problem. That's perfectly fine. Your income was taxed, and you pay the sales tax if it's being given to a friend. So really, no problems. It gets fun when I'm buying stuff for like Pi or my cousin in Sweden, because now we get into the whole thing about VAT. That gets a little bit more fun. Today I was watching a video about Elf, and the guy who created the puppet had this stipulation that Elf was to be treated like a real actor, which caused friction with the rest of the cast. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I can see that, but I can see it the other way too. In order to keep the suspension of disbelief going or suspension of belief going, you'd have to treat him like a person. So Tally says, I'll send you the video. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So if the elf drives me up the wall enough to assault a person, punch him right in the face, I should be doing that if I would be doing that with a person.
There you go. Yeah. I was watching
Oh,
something today about behind the scenes drama in old TV shows. And when they're telling you stuff happened like X many years ago, you always have to go, these days, do you actually believe it? Okay, so there's this story about Keanu Reeves, or substitute in any actor's name that they like, about he didn't go to the cast party for such and such because he got an emergency call to go donate bone marrow for a patient. I'm thinking, yeah, can't generally do bone marrow donations as an emergency thing, because if you're doing marrow at surgery and you have to be
why?
phenotyped and genotyped and prepped, and you have to be given stuff that stimulates the production of new stem cells, even if you're going to do just a stem cell harvest, which you can do a little bit easier, it still takes a couple of days to get all that stuff prepped.
Yeah, okay, what is an procedure where I have to get away because emergency call?
Well, if you're the donor, I can't think of a lot of things where you'd have to be called away in an emergency, except maybe your mom's dying and you've already been typed to be a good donor for a piece of your liver for her, and she's starting to go into failure. That kind of thing, maybe. Maybe if
Oh,
you knew this was coming up and it just kind of went sideways. I have not watched the spider plant video yet, Satali. I did see it was there, but I was out cutting down a tree. Other than that, where let's say your brother, your mother, your father, somebody went into the hospital in an emergency and they wanted you there, for moral support or to keep you informed, that's one thing. But not to be actively involved in it, I just can't see that being an emergency.
yeah, yeah. If I get called for a liver transplant and I have a bit of alcohol in me, that'd be bad.
Uh, yeah, yep, absolutely.
even if it's just a little bit in my otherwise very healthy liver.
Um, Depends on how much. Phone battery low and laggy. Video keeps going behind the app when returning to app, so I have to restart app. And my Starlight's in Canada. Okay, yeah. I don't know what the Canadian laws are. They were interesting when I used to do a lot of work with Canada, but I don't anymore, so I don't know how that goes. So let's see. If you've had a drink before donating liver, if you've had a drink, I don't know that it would be a huge issue. Wouldn't be good for you for surgery, that's for sure. But I don't think it'd be horrible. But generally, living donors, you're in the hospital at least the day before already because you're getting prepped for major surgery too. So, yeah, I I can't imagine you could do it, but I mean easily, but you could do it. My brother-in-law had to go in for major heart surgery, kind of unplanned and unexpected. And the day before the surgery, he was not on the restricted diet yet, and he's like, "Well, if you're going to go in and replace all these clogged arteries and valves and stuff, and it's my last time to eat something decadent, I'm going to get a cheese pizza." And the heart surgeon's like, "Do it now because you better not do it afterwards." Okay. Then again, same brother-in-law who I love dearly. Dale, I love you if you're out there listening, which I know you're not, but I love you. Um, Came out from anesthesia from this surgery and was only speaking in Spanish. And the surgeon now is getting worried that there's been some level of brain damage and went to my sister and was like, your husband's only speaking in Spanish. Does he speak Spanish? She's like, let me talk to him. Goes in there and just whacks him upside the head going, stop it. Stop it. He was doing it intentionally, of course.
Dios mío.
What can I say? I have a family of practical jokers. So what is this? Featured quadrant reward multiplier. Complete deep space encounters to increase the reward multiplier in this quadrant. How interesting. I didn't know there was such a thing. So right now it is the featured beta, or the beta quadrant is featured. And it's at tier 1. Does that increase for everybody or just for me? I think that just increases for me.
I think it's you doing X amount increases the yield for everyone.
Really? Because it's only at tier 1. What does it take to increase it beyond tier 1 then? T1, I assume,
That's
is
a
tier
good.
1. I did 3. Let me do a 4th one and see what that does to it. So I did listen to 10 Forward Weekly a bit today, and it was just a question and answer thing. But one thing that Kel said was that the DSEs have been apparently rather successful. People are enjoying them. I can't say I dislike them. They are fast, relatively fast if I don't go in underpowered. They're short, they're sweet, they give me extra Endeavor XP.
Yeah, what? There's at least 500 per one.
It depends on what level, between 3 and
Uh,
500.
yeah, three. Yeah, 3 to 5. So, and if you do 3, that's let's just do some rounding. Not 1,000,
Mm-hmm.
an extra
Yeah,
1,000. And if you're doing the mission as well,
yeah, that's
you get an extra 2,500.
right.
Eh,
Well, the thing is, if you wanted to seriously do it, you can do up to 12,500 in extra bonus XP per day. That's the cap. That doesn't include the 2,500 from the what they call the wrapper mission.
the one from the admiral
Yeah, from
in
here.
Quinn's office.
Yeah, so that gives you an extra 15,000 per day if you do both of those. So all of the possible endeavors and the wrapper. So that plus you can still do the dailies, and the dailies are 8,000, about another 12,000 right there. plus you get the 400 for doing the universal. So in theory, you could get over 20,000 a day in bonus XP.
Uh, we're not counting the uh, Klingon bonus, right?
Right, not counting the Klingon bonus. That's just straight up numbers.
So theoretically speaking, you could, if you grind enough, be getting at least one endeavor point a day.
Yeah, you should be able to get, if not one per day, very close to one per day. What is a single endeavor point going for right now?
Endeavor point? Selling?
20,000 is an endeavor point, perk point.
Oh, yeah.
So there's the next thing they need to do for bonuses. You know how we get Admiralty days and we get Reputation XP and things like that. They need to do a. Do they do an Endeavor XP bonus?
They've done that at least twice.
Okay, so yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah, they've done it twice.
If I cared, I would probably do it, but honestly, I don't need to do that because you don't get. Do you get much in the way of experience on it? Regular XP? I don't think you do.
Not really.
So it wouldn't be good for like leveling a ship or anything. It was not an intense exchange. Let's see. So that gave me 500 XP on that one. 506, but I'm running it on normal, so that's got to be from the boost. Very interesting. So let's see what that did to that. Okay, well, the quadrant reward didn't go up significantly, so you may be right that it is a group endeavor. I mean, it went up, but it didn't go up a lot. Featured quadrant reward multiplier. Hang on, let's see exactly what it says. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Featured reward.
Watch the meter. I just completed the mission. Glad to hear it. Blah blah blah. Warp out.
Featured. That's because I can't spell quadrant, apparently.
See anything?
Players work together globally to fill a shared progress bar that scales up payouts like Endeavor XP. Every hour, a new quadrant becomes the featured area, so it only runs for an hour. It's in Alpha, Beta, and Delta. Is there one in Delta? It doesn't say what the scale is, but...
Mom,
Hello. How are you?
I won't be online for 3 days.
I know, you told me.
Yeah. And what are you thinking about the KTF side?
About what?
You were talking about making another KTF.
Oh, yeah.
Thing.
We can look into that when I get back. Right now, I'm just kind of trying to not fry my brain out worrying about everything going wrong.
I understand that, Mom. I was just wanting to know from you before I spend all my dilithium. You know what I mean?
Oh, go spend your dilithium. We'll get around to it. We'll get around to it when I get back.
Yeah, I'm keeping that one just on the KTF side.
Uh-huh.
I normally keep them offline, but no one can invite me. I'm waiting to you come online, then we can do what we have to. You see,
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Like I said, we can deal with that when I get back. Yeah. Well, that doesn't help me.
I'm at El Diante right now. Ethan, so I will talk to you later.
Okay. You
Bye,
take care.
bye.
Bye-bye. Well, there's nothing in Google about what the various tiered levels are. So obviously there's a bonus going on, but I don't know what the bonus is. Interesting. There we go. By the way, if anybody would like to do anything, I'm totally fine with doing stuff instead of just running DSEs, much as they're fun. One thing I do want to do when this Thursday before I leave, is I was thinking about spending a night discussing what do we want to do with the evening shows moving forward. Because we tend to just do, pew pew, which is fine. But in the olden days, so Satali wants to do an entire evening of gravity kills. Which is fine because she's going to have to pay for the privilege, but we can do it.
I won't be on that day. No, not seeing anything in the bar.
So we used to do things like Pimp My Starship Night, or all Omega, or all Shuttle Nights, or blah 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 blah. Apollo has subscribed at Tier 1. Greetings and thank you. You have subscribed for 8 months. That's so nice of you. No way, what, Apulu? Briga, hi. How are you doing? How are you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. Oh, now we're getting a raid. Yes. Woo! That's the Brigadoons? Brigadiers? Brigadettes? Well, hi, everybody. Welcome aboard. I hope you're having a great evening. It can't be 8 months. It was just yesterday. Yesterday was the first time you subscribed, and it's 8 months today. Sure you don't have a time machine? That would explain a lot. All right, for people who just rated us, I had a question that I can't find an answer for on Google, so I will ask you guys. There is the featured quadrant reward bonus thing for Deep Space Encounters. And it says T1. I have no idea what the multiplier is. Anybody have a clue? Memory loss is more like it? Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. That was it? That was the only opponent I had? Seriously? Yeah, that was the only opponent. I suppose we could do nights like leveling low-level ships. Oh! That was, okay, so that was 506 Endeavor experience points again. And, yeah, no XP per se on that. I still don't know what the multiplier is. So as I was saying, well, we did make a little bit more progress, but I still don't know what it would be. There wasn't much information on 10 Forward this week. I don't know the answer to my questions either, Apulu. It's life is challenging sometimes. Most of the time. I was just going to look for something really quick here. So in answer to your question from the other day, my in-laws, mother-in-law, their home was out near Manitou Springs. If that helps you at all. Which I suppose isn't really Colorado Springs, but that's roughly where they were at. I had to go look it up. Very much near the Garden of the Gods, but on the other side of the road. Oh, well, I can live without answers to my questions. So, Graz, what
Yes.
the hell? Would you guys like to do something?
Yes. Let me end this DSE.
Okay, no, go ahead, take your time. Though knowing you, that's not going to take very long. As things just die.
Yeah. I've kind of gotten tired of Defense of Starbase 1. Nothing against those that like it.
No, I
Just,
totally get it. I mean, it's at this point, I don't have to do it anymore because I've got everything on everybody, just about. But it's the best argument for using the Nadarian Defenders because everybody's using them. You can plant them at one of them, go get your coffee, read the paper, come back, it's done. And nobody's
yeah,
going to complain that you're AFK.
especially if you get a team together that's on Discord or something who knows what the heck you're doing.
Well, there is that, but
And,
it's.
and they're doing the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
I mean,
I declined.
oh, well,
What?
you
Can you
didn't.
send it again?
I just sent it, and it didn't. It says you're in the team. I can see it. You're right there.
Ah, there I am.
Yeah, there you are.
And I'll say this: the episode I did it the first day
Mm-hmm.
just to see why all the hubbub, and also to
Yeah, you got to do it.
yeah uh yeah, and currently the deep space encounters, at least for me, until I max out my endeavors again.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, I'm getting extra endeavors. Plus, at the same time, I might be doing endeavors, my normal endeavors as
Right.
well. I might be.
Yeah, I was able to get my hull healing, shield healing, and energy weapons done today.
Yeah.
So I was able to get the DSC and the Endeavors all done at once. Now, admittedly, if I'd done Defense of Starbase 1, I possibly could have gotten it all too.
Yeah.
But whichever. The thing with doing the episode is if you F through the dialogue, just pop it, it's really fast. It's so dialogue heavy and it's so actual combat light that you can't just pop, 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 and you're done. It is, if you let the full dialogue run out, it's 90 minutes. That's a lot of chatter.
Yeah, the thing is, some of us don't have.
Well,
that
that's why
time.
the first time through I did it for the 90 minutes. I budgeted the time for it, and I think it's a little too explanatory. It's not Curse of Phrygia. There's one that I was playing that I was recapping. Not Parapachum. Which ones was I playing? There was one. It was Axiom. I was playing Axiom because I really wanted that Hall of Honor sequence for one of the videos. That is so dialogue heavy, and the mechanics. I know it was one of the earliest ones that Deca was handling pretty much on their own. It was a sign off for all the cryptic devs who didn't go on to Deca. But it is talk, 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 talk. Here's a mechanic. Let's use it 3 or 4 times. It's not fun 3 or 4 times. It's fun maybe once, and then you find a way to make it faster. But also I get it because, it was their first time doing that without a lot of direction. But when I played it back, as I screwed up the Hall of Honor sequence. Oops. That was a mistake. Anyway, so I had to run back there and do that sequence again. And when I just F through all the dialogue, it's like, oh, you're there in about 8 minutes. That said, it's a good episode. It's just the mechanic isn't interesting. On the other hand, All That Matter, which was their little mini episode that they did right after that, it was great. You go in, it's spacey pew pew, you are done.
Yeah.
Minimal amount of dialogue. It's almost patrol level, but it's a little bit more than that. And that was a great one. Speaking of, what are we coming up to? I know we've got the red alerts. Did the red alert start today? Hold on.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't done it yet. Dag nabbit, I need to do that one. Would anyone like to do red alert?
Sure.
Sure.
Tholian's okay with you?
Okay,
Sure.
Weeboo?
we will.
We will indeed.
I have to do it on both accounts.
Oh, poor you.
Well, it doesn't have a cooldown, so you guys can come back and do it with me again as soon as I switch to the other
Yeah.
account.
We quit twisting our arms so hard.
Yeah, yeah.
We're knowing this lot. We're gonna be out in what?
It'll take me a minute just because my engines are slow to accelerate. This should be under a minute, though. Typically is.
Couple ships are bye-bye.
4 of the groups are done.
Oh, there's the last remaining group.
Good.
Done.
Yep. Well under a minute. Oh, well, I apparently need a lot of things. There we go. It's only 35 marks, but you know what? That's a really fast 35 marks. 35 marks in a minute.
Yeah. And with no cooldown.
Yep. Speaking of, let me switch to my other account. Give me one sec here. Algravitune is reasonably good. This is the next tune I want to level up and do something fun with.
Your team leader.
Oh, I am? I'm not.
Gross is.
Graz is team leader. Graz, would you invite me?
Okay, sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, as I was saying, if you get like a group that's needing to farm marks and stuff,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
it's like, hey, and you have a halfway decent pew ability, Borg or Tholian first, then Borg are your top 2 choices.
Yeah.
As we all saw, the 3 of us were in and out.
Weeboo?
Yeah, we will in a minute.
That was under a minute.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you can get some nice mark pulls going, you're getting at least between 35 to 50 marks, depending on if they have any special bonuses going.
Yeah.
And so we're talking about at least 35 marks a minute. And you're in, yeah, pretty much you run 10 of these, you're going to get the equivalent. Pardon the language.
It was. Why do I think we maybe came into one that had already started? That was really fast.
Or the other folks had a decent amount of oomph.
Well, yeah, there is that. That was definitely oopsie.
But still, my point is like you're in and out a minute. You're getting 35 marks per go. Let's say 15 minutes, you can run 10
easily.
Easily. I'm just adding a little buffer room just in case.
Yeah, the biggest thing is going to be getting out, and if you're forming a team, reform the team or wait for somebody else to join. But if you've got 2 or 3 people are going to automatically fill to yours if they're hitting multiples.
And so in other words, in 15 minutes, you can get 350 marks.
Yep.
Of your choice. And let's say that you're needing which one is it? One of the hard to get ones.
Competitive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's say that you need competitive. That 15 minutes you get 350.
Mm-hmm.
It's like within an hour you can get up to probably 500 to 1,000
Yeah.
within an hour.
Absolutely. No, it's a
Yeah,
great way to farm marks.
is it going to be boring as heck?
I'm
Yes.
sorry. Ship leveling these days, where you need to run one or two, sometimes three patrols, does it get boring running wanted, ninth rule,
Yeah.
and the
But
whatever your third one is over and over and over? Yes, yes, it does. It gets real
yes.
boring.
But the thing is, it's like, hey, if you need a lot of marks, this is the easiest way
Yeah.
at the moment to do it.
Well, for a while there, you also got enough XP out of it, so when it was a regular thing, when it wasn't the alerts that we're doing right now, that used to be part of our rotation, was to do that every, I guess, 30 minutes like everything else, because you do one of those, you
Yeah.
do wanted, ninth rule, and one more, and you've leveled your ship, and if you have to throw in an extra one, you just do another red alert.
Yeah. Yeah, and also it's like, hey, if you're i- if you get some of your endeavors that say, hey, book ships, the only ships, it's like, okay, twist my arm hard enough.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's been quite a few times where I've had a red alert going, and a few times where I've gotten book ships. It doesn't say where. Or it says stolen
yeah,
ships.
yeah, no, yeah,
It doesn't say. It's like, okay. And also, I've had a few times where I've had those ships and energy weapon damage space. So hey, I'm killing three birds at one time.
oh yeah, absolutely. I'm a very large fan of making it worth my while to do stuff. Well, in reality, ship kills can come out of the DSEs too, but you don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. It's kind of a random of
It is completely random, yeah.
you pop in and it's that this time it's Klingon, next time it's Tholian, time after
Yeah,
that
what they
Orion.
say, there's 12 or 15 potential enemies, and they're always randomized, and the specifics of each instance are randomized. It's a Taz.
Yeah,
Hi, Taz.
Hello.
How are you?
Waiting for the food coma to set in.
Oh, what did you eat?
Kebab.
What did you eat?
Kebab.
Oh, oh yeah, excellent food coma then.
Yeah,
No, no,
yeah.
I hardly approve of that one. Okay, so that one without the quadrant bonus was only 380 or 360. 380 XP points. So that means that the bonus isn't in the beta quadrant, it's either over in the alpha quadrant or it's in the delta quadrant. But I don't know which one. I suppose
yeah. I just noticed there's uh yeah, it probably ended about 4 or 5 minutes ago.
yeah, I noticed it turned off at 6 o'clock, so it is on the hour. So yeah, we do not have good kebab here. We have in close to us some really good shawarma, but not classic kebab.
I've never tried shawarma. What
It's
is shawarma?
shawarma is thinly sliced kebab.
Okay.
Depending on what your kebab is like. So the kebab place across the street from my hotel used to be exactly the same as shawarma or gyros. It was cooked on a spit and then thinly sliced. Generally, when I've seen kebab in restaurants, it tends to be the stuff on a skewer.
Yes.
Okay. So shawarma, hopefully I'm spelling that correctly.
Stuff on the skewer I call shashlik.
Yeah. Come on, just show me a picture of it. Images of shawarma. Also, I sent you a picture, Taz. Shawarma is cooked that way, and they slice it vertically onto usually a piece of pita.
That's how they do kebabs too.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. So then your kebabs are like the ones I used to get versus the ones on skewers.
Okay.
Which, again, shashlik, but here they're called kebab as well. Because if you said they're shashlik, then everybody would think you're talking about the eggs cooked in spicy tomato sauce, which is not
What?
shashlik. You don't know that one.
Shish kebab.
No, shish kebab, yeah. The one I'm thinking of is shakshuka.
Oh. No idea.
Okay, a shakshuka is you make a very spicy tomato sauce in a big skillet, and then once it gets all cooked through and it's super, super hot, you put eggs in it to poach in the tomato sauce.
Oh.
It's really good. Really, really good if you like eggs and tomatoes. I don't like tomatoes, but I happen to like this stuff. I'm just not a huge fan of hot. It tends to be spicy hot because it comes out of the, I think it's like out of Morocco in that area.
Now, have you? What about gyros?
I love gyros. Give me a gyros any day. Yum, 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 yum. Which is very similar to shawarma.
I was did a little looking into shawarma and stuff. Yeah, pretty much. There was a place that when I was living with my parents in northern Missouri
Uh-huh.
that was doing gyros, and the shawarma thing, they had that for the gyros.
Yeah, they're very similar. I mean, the spicing that we get from the Chicago gyros are different from the shawarma, but not a lot different, but they are different.
Oh, so I kind of know what am I trying to say here. A lot of foods either develop independently are almost identical, or someone brought a food, either a traveling merchant from land X brought it to land Y and influenced. It's like, hey, we don't have lamb here, but hey, we have chicken. Let's try that.
Oh, my chicken gyros are really good too. There's a place very near my school that, because the school is in a college community, of course the restaurants are open till like midnight. So you leave class and you're like, I really need to eat something, and you go get chicken shawarma at 11 at night. So good. Well, it doesn't look like the bonus is running here in the alpha quadrant either. In fact, I'm only finding a few of the DSCs in the alpha quadrant, which means if there's a bonus, it's got to be over in delta. But I thought they weren't doing delta. I thought they're only doing alpha and beta right now.
Hey, Mom, should
Yeah.
I keep it or should I take sell it?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Should I keep it or should I sell it?
You can't sell it. It's a reward from an episode.
I can sell it to a friend I thought.
I don't think you can. I think it's bound to account. He's talking about the armor that's awarded from an episode, and I can't remember. Which episode is that from, Swifty?
I don't remember. It was from one of the I don't even remember what
What was it called again? Do you remember?
no. Hey, I know how to do it. Let me look at your TMs.
Hang on, let's see if you sent me a picture of it. This is the
The
stealth
stealth?
operational armor. Let's see again. I know we looked it up early. Stealth. So the stealth operational armor. Thank you, StowWiki.
Gary can take one.
Yeah, so
It comes from the episode The Dragon's Deceit. That means it's character bind on pickup. So once you have it, it's yours for that character only. You can't sell it. You can trade it
no,
to a vendor, but you can't sell
that's
it to
what
a
I
friend.
mean.
Yeah,
Should
just
I do that or?
You gotta
yeah,
get up.
absolutely.
I gotta
Alright.
get my hand on there.
I want just know before I do anything.
Yeah, no, because you can always go back and play the episode again if you ever, if they ever fix the glitch where you can use it. So the stealth operational armor from the episode Dragon's Deceit can't be used by engineers because there's a glitch. That's what he's talking about. For those of you who weren't there this morning. And
Alright,
since he's
thank
an
you, Mom.
engineer, might as well sell it back to the vendor.
Alright.
Okay. So it's definitely not here in the Delta or the Alpha Quadrant, I don't think. Or does it only appear if I do it? Questions. I have questions. Okay, let's see what happens. I presume nobody needs the Viviosaurus or Viriosaurus Rex, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Already murdered the thing.
Yeah, I took care of mine yesterday. I got smart. I had one tune from one account. One person went in and spawn camped, and the other one went to the various zones. Then they switched places, and the other one spawn camped. Though apparently Wolf Grey has taken up the, if anybody's spawn camping, he goes in and one-shots the dino. It's not nice, Wolf Grey. I mean, okay, sometimes it's fine. But if it's me, it's not nice. Don't do it to me. So that would be one of those glitch things I'd love to see them address. I mean, they fixed a lot of other little tiny problems in the game. That would be one that'd be good to see. Because it's no fun to get a reward from a mission and you can't use it. Ooh.
Would they even be aware of it?
Oh, they're aware of it. I found
I mean, it is on a list somewhere.
Yeah, it's on a list someplace, but sometimes...
On a very, very long list.
There you go, yeah. So every now and then when I used to work, I would have my list of things I needed to do, and, you know, the list gets longer and longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. And then you just forget what's at the very beginning of the list. So the project I started when I started with the company was creating videos of their safety manuals to make it easier, which I think I was telling you about that, what's the hell, because I included Klaus the forklift driver on it. And then I stopped doing them because it got down to the bottom of the list, and as I was leaving, the head of safety's like, "Did you ever finish that?" No, I didn't. Sorry about that. That's okay.
But you did put the most important part.
I did. I mean, these guys never were like the people who would play jousting with forklift trucks, but there are people out there who find that fun. So this is interesting. The enemy here is the, not the Zenket, the Iconians? Who have the Tadaris and the Damash destroyers. That's not Iconians, is it?
March destroyers might be Nausicans.
The Akros. It's no, not the Akros. Yeah, it is the Atros. That's the. I have one of those. I should remember that one. I have to engage all the remaining enemies. Yeah. That's a lot of enemies. Oh, come on. What's the Atros? Why we have an Atros and an Acheron is beyond me. But then we have a Typhoon and a Typhon, so, you know.
I believe we kind of have 2 Typhons and 1 Typhoon or something.
Don't suggest that. They'll do it. It's a Nakul. It's a Nakul ship. That's what I'm looking at. An enemy that kind of faded away. There
Many
are
science fiction properties and fantasy properties have blue-skinned people with red eyes.
Yeah, because I don't like the science behind that. If you're going to make them blue-skinned, you have to give me a good reason.
Or gray-skinned or whatever.
Gray-skinned I can live with. That's more tolerable. But blue-skin, what's blue? Copper, but copper's also green. So one of the interesting things I thought about today was while I was listening to and watching 10 Forward, apparently the discussion got into old Trek, new Trek, what people like, don't like. And it's interesting with the changeover, if it happens, to get away from, what's his name, Kurtzman? Which apparently is harder than it should be because he owns a portion of Star Trek. When they brought him on, that was part of the deal, is they actually gave him some, like voting stock. So getting him out is going to be more challenging, despite the fact they say they're already working on the new movie, which would be out in 2028 under Skydance and Warner Brothers Paramount. And it's supposed to be set in the future, so is that in the future past Starfleet Academy? Is that in the future from, like, TNG or Deep Space Nine?
Kirk and McCoy future.
Yeah. I mean, what timeline are we using here? Prime, Kelvin, or original? Or extra crispy?
I say that there are 3 timelines. Prime timeline, which is original series to...
No, Prime is not the original series. Prime is the second series. From what I was listening to yesterday, they were trying to explain where the differences are. Okay, so it's definitely not in the Alpha Quadrant.
Okay, now keep in mind this is my opinion here.
Mm-hmm.
Original series, all the way through Picard,
Yeah.
is prime, the prime timeline. Enterprise does not follow into any of them because it predates the point of departure from the other 3. Then you have Kelvin, and also, in my opinion, Strange New Worlds and kind of in Discovery.
Okay.
Although I have not seen enough Strange New Worlds to say where it actually falls.
Okay, you are correct according to everything here. Prime timeline is TOS, TAS, TNG, DS9, Voyager, Enterprise, but it also includes Discovery, Strange New Worlds, Lower Decks, Prodigy, Picard, blah 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 blah. But we know that it doesn't. So,
Okay,
the Kelvin timeline starts with everything that happened with JJ verse.
Yes. Enterprise doesn't belong to any of them because it predates most of it by
75
a
years.
good, yeah.
Well, doesn't Discovery predate it all too?
Okay, so Discovery predates the original series by about 10 years. So it pretty much the way I see it is if they had done it right, they could have kept it in the prime timeline and not kind of started doing some major contradictions. Okay, my view is TNG and Voyager had the right idea. TNG was set a good, what, about 100 years after the original series?
No,
Set
it's
in
supposed
this,
to be a generation later. Because
yeah,
remember,
so,
Scotty's like 75 when he come. Oh no, he's been around 75 years. So that 75-year gap. So yeah, probably closer to 100 years. You may be right.
yeah, yeah, so pretty much it's set in the same geographic space.
Right.
I'm using geographic lightly here. Uh, Pretty much same star systems, probably a few new ones. Voyager had the right idea in it not contradicting DS9 or TNG, is that it was set way 50,000, 100,000 light years away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, actually 70,000 light
Yeah.
years. That way, yeah, you're going to have some, not much, but a few things that overlap, but more or less, you can come up with new crap and you're not going to contradict canon that much.
With the more stuff we put in canon, the easier it is to contradict it. So remember, we're all watching Strange New Worlds, and what's the one comment everybody has been making? Yeah, but what about the Voth? How does that
Yeah,
fit in with this? Because we have the Voth kind of being created in the Voyager timeline, right?
yes. But there was a video that I saw that kind of talked about that, in that the ship that crashed land on Earth,
Mm-hmm.
they could have gotten a hold of it and reverse engineered it and used it as a generational ship
Okay.
to get off Earth.
Okay.
Keep in mind, they uh, a lot of the Voth history is lost to them.
As would be,
Uh,
yeah, given the amount of
yeah,
time.
it's yeah, it's their history is about uh, 2 million years old,
Mm-hmm.
which, yeah, it's like you don't have that much history that you know of. Uh, so in other words, yeah, they left somehow. Just how they got over to the Delta Quadrant is a good question.
Yep. So it kind of is only vaguely hinted at, even in Voyager, with the it could have been this way.
It could have been that
Yeah.
way.
I mean, if you think about the fact that there was a mass extinction event 65 million years ago, there's a whole lot of dinosaurs that lasted for a whole lot of millions of years before that. If you wanted to, you could have said, "Hey, they evolved prior to the mass extinction event."
And left well before then.
Yeah, right. We don't have to tie it all into the asteroid crashing into the Earth, which we all
Yeah.
know, by the way, didn't really happen the way it does in this because it really happened in Doctor Who a different way. It was a spaceship that crashed into it, and it wasn't the Martians, and it wasn't an asteroid.
Uh,
I just figured we had to throw in some Doctor Who into there.
oh, did you did get see the Doctor Who reference, right, in the episode?
Did I?
Yes.
There was a Doctor Who episode referenced there.
Which one?
Uh, no, who's the engineer? The Londonite
Yeah,
lady.
Carol Kane.
Yeah,
I was going to say
she
Carol King. That
actually
wasn't the right one.
makes a reference of going watching a space storm in a phone box.
Oh, God, I did miss that. I did miss that.
The thing is, you gotta love it when sci-fi show A references sci-fi show B,
Well,
and B references C, and then C references A.
well, I know for a long time they had wanted to do a Star Trek Doctor Who crossover up through like, what, 3, 4 years ago? Before the last showrunner on Star Trek. Who was the last showrunner? Okay, second last showrunner, Chibnall. Before he came on, they wanted to do something, and when he came on, I guess he didn't want to do it because they were going in a different direction. But that would have been very interesting.
No, come on. There's enough Doctor Who fans and Star Trek fans that are
Yeah.
fans of the other show that
Oh, yeah.
would go ape crap crazy.
Yes, they would.
Yes. I'm not much of a Who fan, but I'm uh, enough of a Who fan that I would go bonkers.
I would not
E-
say
e-
no to a good crossover.
Even if it's just one of the doctors, somehow his TARDIS appears onto a the
Wasn't
shuttle bay. He's there for 10 minutes and then he goes poof.
wasn't there a comic book crossover between the two at one point?
Yes,
That's what I
two
thought.
different ones. The Tom Baker and the original series, and Matt Smith and the TNG,
Let's
if I
see.
remember
So
correctly.
there's one called Assimilation, which is Matt Smith, Amy, and Rory team up with the crew of the Enterprise Next Generation. And then the other one is called The Threat. Let's see if I can get some more of it. No, I don't want that one. I want the other one, which is the. Oh. What's the other one called? So they're facing the Borg and the Cybermen. But there was another one, you're right. Everybody's talking about this most recent one, of course. We're all about as subtle as a bag of hammers. So, talking about things that just came out. That episode that just came out. So, of course, they're making all the Doctor Who, Star Trek references and all talking about it. Of course they are, because that's the way we are.
Oh,
So,
it looks like it is also assimilation.
Yeah.
Uh,
which is a perfect name for it, right?
yeah. And it is the Tom Baker and Matt Smith doctors.
Oh. So, speaking of how fast things come out these days, Electric Callboy released a new video at 1 o'clock today. And it came on, it hit my notifications. I went over and I watched it. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And then I clicked off of it. So it's now 1:30. There's already reaction videos that are produced and out about it. It's like, come on, guys. It's been out for 30 minutes. It is interesting. It's a cross between Backstreet Boys and Night of the Living Dead.
Oh.
What shall we play, though? That doesn't involve Living Dead. Oh, well, what the hell has left us? Be that way.
My game exploded.
Your team exploded?
My game.
Oh, no, that's been happening to me all day. First thing this morning it died, and then when I came on this afternoon it died. I had the whole thing just crash on me.
Oh joy.
Yep, I was not happy about that. And both times starting from basically turning it on, hitting that, and within a minute it crashed out. So maybe I'll turn it on a little earlier tomorrow. I could hit a random if you'd like.
Sure.
Okay, does that work for you, Graz?
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, it's AP. We're good. Weeboo.
Weeble.
Woo-woo.
Let's see what we get. So my neighbors have 2 basset hounds, which you might be able to hear in the background, and for whatever reason, they're leaving the basset hounds out longer during the day than they used to. They used to let the dogs out, and then, after a few minutes, the dogs would come back in with them. Okay, that's cool. Somebody else is watching them now, and the dogs will stand out there and complain about getting in. And I've actually called the cops, not because I dislike the dogs barking. I'm fine with dogs barking. What I don't like is it's hot and it's humid. And I don't want my dog staying out there. And I've got tons of trees. They don't. So they have built a very elaborate dog shelter. It's screened in, it's shady. I'm sure it's got fresh water and food for the dogs. But the dogs still stand out there at the door doing the basset hound thing. Pineapple Gaming! How are you doing? What are we getting? Oh, okay. This is not a good ship for this, but that's okay. We can make this happen. Casual SAB is rating with a party of 37. Well, hi, everybody. Hope you're all having a good evening. Thank you, Casual SAB. Hope you have a good evening. Go do your thing. But thanks for dropping everybody off. Putting everybody on the party bus and taking them to the next bar on the loop. Ooh. Lighthawk is now following. Thank you, Lighthawk. Very kind of you. So did you guys have a fun show, I hope? And no laughing at my ship. It's not a good ship. Whenever the people come over. Oh, I'm going with you because I can't do this. If I get desperate, I'll go help somebody else. Graz, I'm not worried about. Graz has got ample firepower. We'll see how the other guys are. If they don't have firepower, I will go help them. And it doesn't look like they've got a lot. Alright, I'll find out where they are and go help. Unless somebody's with you, Graz. Is anyone with you?
No.
Okay, I'm going to help those 2 guys out. I assume, what's hell, that you don't need me. Hamster Demon!
He's fine.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to be an issue. See, I'm always upset when Casual SAB raids us because his people have such good ships. And I have mine. I have some good ships. This isn't one.
You have all the ships, Mom.
I have all the ships, just only 3 of them are really well built out of the... Let's see, there's what, 50 prize ships, event ships per tune, so that makes it, what, a really quick 2,000 ships, plus all the other ships I've bought over the years. Yeah, out of all of that, I've got 3 that are well built. Where are the other 2 guys here?
It looks like one's actually at the beginning.
Oh, well, that's not a good thing. We're going to lose a Borgie over here. If I can get to him fast enough, but that's going to be tough. Maybe I can. Come on. No. Stop firing at me. Stop firing at me. I'm trying to save your comrades here. Finally. Woo! The Balchinian. Oh, that is a good name.
Men in Black 2.
I was thinking of Peter Griffith, but okay. I can go either way on that one.
You said the Chinian?
Yeah, Balchinian. Have you never seen Peter Griffith from Family Guy?
Family Guy? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You hope the bus doesn't have brakes? Drink enough and the bus won't matter if it has brakes. You won't care. Not that I would drink and drive. Thank you very much. Fighter, how you doing? Why do Peter have a neutralizer? No. We're crossing franchises there. We don't want Peter to have that. That would not be a good thing. It's like Homer having one. This is not a good thing.
Now the question is, how bad would a assimilated Deadpool be?
Assimilated Deadpool?
Yeah.
You do know I did a cosplay last year as Borgpool.
Oh, I know.
Yes, no. See, he fights the assimilation. The nanites can't grab hold of him. They can't do the conversion. And I am not wearing that costume in Vegas. Oh my God, I'd die. I was wearing it in Chicago in November and it was crazy hot. But very fun. See if I can free the ship before it dies. Hey, got that one. Fighter says, doing all right. My Tetrion ship on console is nearly complete. Congratulations. I like my Tetrion ship. No. If that's a joke, why does Peter have a neutralizer? I need the punchline, please. Thank you very much. That would be amazing. I was going to go look at what we've got for new content, but we've got the red alert right now through the 11th, I think you said, Graz, this morning?
Yes.
Which is next, Tuesday. So it's 2 weeks out, right?
I think so.
So my guess would be then that the next meta event kicks in on that day. I just don't know what the next event's going to be. It's not going to be a new episode, because I don't usually do new episodes for the meta event, if I remember correctly. Do we still have super lag? I think it depends on where you are. My lag seems to have been fixed lately, but I think that was a local issue, not a stow issue. Graz, what's the hell? Are either of you having lag issues?
Not really.
Okay.
What be the usual?
So during Ryza, I had some really intense issues, which was annoying because I love Ryza. I know that's news to all of you. But when they cut it back
Shocking.
from 50 players per instance to 20, that lag issue just disappeared. And prior to that, I was having issues with my provider, who I will be very embarrassed to say said, "Hey, no, your service is fine. You sure you're not on Wi-Fi?" No, I'm sure. Oh, oops. I'd taken the computer into the shop for some work and somehow got reset to Wi-Fi. Oopsie. More super lag comes next event. Oh, don't say that. No, 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 no. No, no lag. So we've been discussing what we're going to do when we win the 800 million in the lottery tonight, and I'm sending money to Cryptic to fix the gosh darn servers. To which they will probably say, but it costs blah 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 blah. To which I'll say, I don't care. I won the freaking lottery. I will pay for it. You can name it after me. The mom server or something like that. I don't care. But I will give you the money. I don't think it'll cost 800 million to fix the servers. Oh, well that wasn't right. Computer D repair shop. Oh wait, no, it is not Best Buy. It was Micro Center. I'm not anti-Best Buy, you understand, but Micro Center is farther away and more inconvenient. But there's a really good pastry shop in walking distance from there, so you know, what the heck, if you're going to sit there and wait for your computer to get fixed, at least you can go get some good pastry. Really?
Oh, okay. It just has some rubber banding.
Okay. I mean, I've had the game crash on me, but I haven't had any lag per se. I've had it crash twice today. Once since the patch.
No, it's about to throw me out. Oh, not.
Oh, okay. Ah, the other person's here. Yay! Which does come back to, anybody have an idea what they're going to do for the next event? We've already had a feast. We've already had a Klingon event. Ideas? What did we have last year? See, we need 4 more ships. Here's one. One. Best Buy have the reputation for messing up the repairs geek squad of destruction. Oh my god, that's actually a great name. That should be 15. With 29 seconds to spare. Woo! Good evening, Orion Snake. How are you doing? Oh, that's where I am. Interesting. We have about 8 seconds, so I'm going to head towards the middle.
Hmm.
I'm not, like I said, not anti Best Buy, but it's where you go to buy things, not where I go for technical advice.
Yes, the entire week.
Let's see. I am just slightly stressed out, Orion Snake, but thank you for asking. Still have a few little projects between now and leaving for Vegas on Saturday. Not fun things like packing all of that stuff in the car. At least I'm driving by myself.
That should do it.
That did it. We're good. We got everything. Well, I didn't get the accolade, so I'm going to assume I got the accolade before. Yes, I am leaving this Saturday because I have to drive out and see Graz on Saturday. That's 11 hours. Nice little start to the trip, right? And then going out to see Mr. Dave on Sunday. Then Vegas on Monday, which is setup day. Then Tuesday morning, drive up to pick up Board King and bring him back for Tuesday evening. And then the convention officially starts on Wednesday. Well, thank you very much. I am planning to be on tonight, maybe tomorrow night. My classes were canceled for tomorrow night, so I might be on tomorrow night. Will I be live streaming? No, because I'm not taking the big computer out there. It's decided to become a little bit more fragile, so I'm going to be taking all the laptops instead. Though, that said, Orion Snake, now that I'm thinking about it, if I don't do the Darkmom Consortium booth next year, maybe I could figure a way to do live streaming from the convention. Generally, they don't let you do that, but that'd be really cool to go out there and find people who are involved in the game and do interviews and live streaming. However, that said, the internet in the actual convention center is garbage. I mean, it's really bad. It's good enough to play the game, but I don't know if it'd be good enough for live streaming. So most people go out there and they do recordings and then they upload them later. Oh, no, don't worry about that. I don't ever do anything that's illegal because they'll throw you out and they won't give you your money back, and it's a lot of money. But you pay for everything. You pay for electrical, you pay for internet for your little booth, and buku bucks. But maybe I'll figure out something for next year. You guys are making me think of fun things to do next year. Find enough voice actors who are willing to come up to one of the hospitality suites. What is mobile data services like? There? At the convention center? Uh, there is, you should be able to get phone calls and send texts. That's complimentary. I would say probably not likely. I mean, they do say it's very basic because they want you to buy into their things in the convention center. Now, in the hotel, different story. But in the convention center, yeah, go to bed. Anyway, I was able to get a little bit better service than they normally give, so I'm not going to complain too much. But like I said, maybe that's we go there and we do interviews from a hospitality suite and get better stuff there, or we figure out something. But that's next year. We'll figure out next year. Though it's still much more fun to drive out there than it is to fly out there. But if I go out there next year, I'm bringing the dogs with. We'll figure that out. Because I can see my son doing I'm not going to babysit the dogs again for 2 weeks while you're gone. Let me switch to a ship that's less incompetent. Can you guys hang on a second?
We'll hang on.
Okie dokie. Let me switch over here. And we're back. Let's grab Zahn. I haven't had her out lately. Here we go. Now I have a decent player again. Decent ship.
You logged back on?
I'm coming back in. I'm back in on this tune, but it hasn't woken up yet.
Oh, okay.
It's at 98.7678. And there we go. I'm back.
Ah, okay. There we go.
Yeah.
I was wondering, it's like,
Yeah,
I
until
don't
you actually.
see you.
I'm here.
For a second, I thought you were on an account that wasn't my friend.
No. This is my main account. All right. What shall we do? Another random, or do we have a preference? It's Maywin. Hi, Maywin.
Good evening.
How are you?
Oh, actually got a day off for once.
Oh, that's nice.
It'd be one thing if it was all working, but it was just like all family stuff.
Oh. I mean, I'm at that point of thinking about going back to work when I get done with Vegas. We'll see. Just to have.
I need to.
Just to have a pattern back in my life. It's annoying. I mean,
Run out of
okay.
money.
There is that part too. Yeah. Well, after tonight, in about 3 more hours, I'll have won the 800 million in the lottery, and there you go.
Yep. And we're going to be working on STO lore forever.
Oh, heck yeah. We will.
You.
We will.
Yeah, no, I figure 800 million, I can definitely afford to have some fun. And then, of course,
go
ahead.
We were talking about that Star Trek stuff last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the episode again last night because too curious.
Yeah.
And they left long before that meteor hit.
Who, the Voth?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went back after you mentioned it and kind of looked at what they say in kind of the non-canonical canon, because they never really say what happened.
Yeah, they never know, but they know that they left before that.
They had to have, yeah. But so the thing is, the dinosaurs were around for a long time. They did all die at once towards the end there, but they were supposed to have they were supposed to have evolved from a hadrosaur or hadrosaur-esque creature, and those. Let's see if I can find a timeline on those.
I think it was 15 million years before.
Yeah, so they would have had plenty of time.
Chickle Hub event.
Yeah, they had plenty of time to evolve prior to.
Did y'all watch Lore Reloaded's video about all this?
No.
Yeah, he's calling it a war crime, what Pike did by allowing them to blow up, Sol 5.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, Star Trek is just war crimes. Let's be honest.
I was like, bro, are you arguing for the extinction of humanity in most of the galaxy? Like, are you really doing that right now?
It's just the three of us?
So, yes.
Oh, there we go. There's somebody else. Okay. Do we need to go talk to him? Hi. No, I don't need any more flashlights. Thank you very much. Oh, and he left. Well, this is on
Fine.
advanced. Nope, and somebody
Oh,
else
that's
came
probably
in.
why.
Okay. But yeah, it's. I could buy it far more by saying they evolved into a sentient spacefaring creature way before the 65 million year event. I mean, everything could not have possibly have happened then.
Yeah, all at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
That'd be
were.
one clouded solar system. Plus, I didn't mention the Martians didn't mention the Hadrosaur Voth at all.
Yeah.
You think they'd say something?
So do you think maybe the theory is that it was the hat? No, because we know they were little bug creatures, right? Right.
The Doldrum?
Yeah.
By the way, what a dumb name.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to come up with a name, come up with a better name.
But yeah, the Doldrum, I think they're what they were insinuating that the Doldrum were like a hive mind insectoid
Yeah.
species, which would be rather dangerous to the galaxy once it spreads out.
No, you think?
So I mean, I understand why they did it, but at the same time, you know, I hate that timey-wimey crap.
But it's
Did you get the Doctor Who reference, the show?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
wow.
Carol Kane's been doing that for 2 episodes now. She's mentioned
I'm so
the Doctor.
oblivious to it.
Yeah, when she said, was it the end of last season? She said, "I once knew a time traveling doctor."
God, I didn't even catch that one.
Because she used to work for the production company
Oh,
back in the day when Netflix came out.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense then.
So they're throwing a lot of Doctor Who stuff in there. It's just funny.
That makes a lot
And I
more
don't even
sense.
like Doctor Who.
Well, that's because you're wrong.
Um,
Okay, I
No, I
like
just don't like time travel.
I like some Doctor Who's. I don't like all of the Doctor Who's. Give me my Tom Bakers.
Oh, we all know Matt Smith.
Matt Smith is fine. I like some of his episodes a lot because I thought he did some really, or not him per se, but the writers really worked on some clever stuff.
Oh, and also first time around Tenet.
So in order, probably my favorite is Tom Baker, then Christopher Eccleston. I thought he was brilliant, but he only agreed to
Actually,
do.
Eccleston got me into watching the reboot.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
watching Doctor Who again because he was funny. I
he's
liked
a
it. What's your
really
name?
good actor.
I love that. What's your name? Rose. Hi, how are you, Rose? Run for your life.
I mean,
Oh, it's a good
he had
show.
some of the really good episodes. And I'm not anti David Tennant, but it got a little samey sometimes. And then we got into a few really good Matt Smiths. Of course, Amy and Rory, excellent.
After
I
those,
think you're just about out of ideas now.
Yeah. I mean,
Kind of like Star Trek. They're about out of ideas too.
let's just say I really hope that this change in personnel that they've been talking about happens because they really need to do something.
Okay, we've been forward in time, we've been back in time, we've been further back in time, we've been the prehistoric time. We've dealt with gods, we've dealt with insect species. Apparently one that farts.
Well,
Talk. I don't know how that works. That's what in the first episode of the season, that's what the guy said. The
oh, yeah,
scientist
yeah,
Kirk's
right.
brother.
Right. I'd forgotten about that
Because
line.
he used smells, and I was like, oh god. Yeah, I hope you're right though. I hope it's good. I hope it does something.
Well, they've been
Ain't got to be like the coming revival of it, but it's got to be something better.
well. They said that they were looking at setting the new episode in the future. I think they said 1,000 years in the future, something like that. Some crazy
Oh, so we're
number.
back to
But
Discovery.
Well, I don't know. Is it 1,000 years post-discovery? That could be really interesting.
About the 600 or 700 years in between.
Well, it all depends. Are we going to go with this timeline? Are we going to do a different timeline? Is this going to be we had the burn or we didn't have the burn? If we didn't have the burn, that allows life to be much easier to appreciate. Because that was not clever.
Yeah. Then we go forward in time, and with the new timeline where the burn never happened, and all of a sudden we're in the Terran Empire.
I mean, some of the
That's
Terran
how
Empire episodes were excellent.
Well, that's how they were explaining that, like, the Federation was going before the burn happened, was that they were turning more, militaristic and more authoritarian.
Oh, we got all 6. Wow. Good team.
And, since we do like 90% of the work.
My head is smoking. What happened to my head?
After this, I'm gonna step away for a moment to go get something to eat.
Okay.
Or at least get it started.
Yeah, like we can't do this last sequence pretty fast. See? Good team. Go Team Venture. Let's see where the DSE boost is now. So I refused to use my Endeavor points until I had enough to justify spending the time. So let's see here. Come on, show me my Endeavors. There we go. So I'm sitting on 34. I'm not going to do it till I've got enough to reach 1,050. Then I'll go ahead and do some more. So I was sitting there last night going, yes, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one. I had 67 on my other account to open up. It's just silly. It's much more fun if you can just go through and have some, click on them. All right. Well, it doesn't look like it's
I don't think I ever use a DSC boost.
Oh, so apparently there is something called the featured quadrant boost, which is their one quadrant every hour gets a boost, and it is a team boost. The more people that are doing DSEs, the bigger the boost is. So it starts every hour, and it changes. It's either alpha, beta, or delta. But I haven't seen it anyplace except beta so far. You don't have to accept that if you don't want to.
Not sure.
Okay. And the more people that do DSCs, the higher it goes. So when we were doing it, between 5 and 6, it got up to where a normal one that normally pays $360 was paying $508. But you still have a cap of 1,000 or 12,500 per day, plus the 2,500 wrapper, plus what you get off the regular endeavors. Which means it should be easy to do at least one full level per day.
If they put those in the game, I've been leveling my Endeavor like quick as I'll get out.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, I kind of like these DSCs. But
They're easy, they're fun.
Once I get, they're quick, they're easy. It's not like you have a full patrol, but they give no XP, so you don't get a ship boost and you don't get a leveling boost out of it. But they're kind of fun. It's just pew pew. If I was more smart, I'd be recording these. Maybe I did. I can't remember. Okay,
We're still getting the pre-warp in before they actually warp in thing, but I guess they have to issue this memory.
Yeah. Okay, so that paid 418, even though I had it set on normal. Did you have it on advanced? What's the hell?
I did it on, I think, on advanced.
Okay, that's why, yeah. That's why we got the 418 out of it. But it doesn't look like there's the boost on this one. I find it interesting, though, if you're doing the DSEs, every now and then it will respawn exactly where you are. It means you can hit it twice in a row without having to go very far.
I think as long I'm guessing it's the instance that you put in has a different one there.
I don't know. So like this one must have been the one we just did, because it won't let me come back into it. I'm in
It's a weird little thing, but it's kind of nice.
These are not the worst things we've
What?
ever had. Tomorrow is Forged in Fire for the Universal, and Friday is Tour of the Galaxy. And we're also going to do a watch party on Saturday. What time did we say? What's the hell? 6:30? 6 o'clock?
Something like that. 6 or 6:30, yes, you said.
Okay.
Saturday?
Yeah, Friday. Sorry, if I said Saturday, I meant Friday. Because we'll watch the next Strange New Worlds episode. But I know it's getting late for some of the people who are coming over from Europe to watch it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
So tomorrow's still up in the air whether or not I'm going to do a show. I think it'll depend on how much stuff I get done, because I have to make sure the game runs on all the laptops I'm taking now.
Mm-hmm.
It did when I bought them and set them up, but it's been a couple months since I did all that.
Make sure it's all updated and render them useless.
I would be very unhappy. Mom on Reddit is...
Oh, I bet.
It says level 50.
Oh no.
I don't think so. Well, hang on to it till you're level 50. You said you're like level 35? Though it should always scale equipment that you win as prizes from an episode to be something you can use immediately. And it was only Mark IV. You should be able to use Mark IV. Oh, shoot. That's not how I fire the weapons on the ship. Aha! I was wondering why they weren't firing. This is the only one I've got set on a different keybind. Once again, we get 400 points. Okay. Would you like to do a TFO? What's the hell?
Sure.
Some players on community spaces like Reddit's Stow note that unequipping all other ground gear or trying again after hitting level 50 occasionally. So I'm going to go back into this one. No, not that one.
The sticks. Sticks carrier thing. Remember.
Yeah, from 8 years
What
ago it
that?
says try to unequip your present armor first. If that doesn't work, I assume the requirements for the tooltip are a lie. But this is for a science officer for that one.
Going up.
Okay, so Swifty got the stealth operational armor from the episode Dragon's Deceit. He is an engineer, and he's unable to equip it. So going way back when, apparently there was a glitch and you couldn't use it below level 50. However, that was 8 years ago. And now and that was on everybody. Whether it was science, engineering, or tactical. I think that might be tied to the point that during the Delta arc, one of your requirements for progression was that you had to actually be leveling up your toon. If you guys remember that adventure then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not their finest release, in my opinion. Yeah, hang on to it till you're level 50. Just set it aside and then see if it works. Speed up your speed level if you need to.
And you're an engineer?
Swifty's an engineer. I don't think I'm an engineer.
Currently, it's still a bug for engineer class.
Yeah, that's what I was reading.
Yeah. Still, to this day, it's like, really?
Yeah. Oh my god, that was so long ago. Why is that flashing on traits? That's weird.
That says engineers count. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I kept coming up with, was that. Well, then try it in 3 days. Why is my traits flashing green? My traits button is flashing. I don't know why. Why is my traits button flashing?
Didn't know it did that.
I didn't know it did it either, but it clearly is doing it. It's not helping me. It's never done that before. Doesn't say why it's flashing. It's not flashing for me. Will I be on in 3 days? Let's see, it's Tuesday, right? I will be on Friday morning, Swifty, and then I will not be on. Not for live streaming. Change your bridge
That reminds
officers.
me of the bug.
That does not help me. Say that again?
Reminds me of the bug. It reminds me of a bug in Star Trek the Borg King. You couldn't get that movie.
Good evening, Borg King.
Hello.
Good evening,
Yeah.
Cliff. Oh, Cliff says he knows his
they couldn't
traits.
figure out why it was wrong, so they just put a button in the thing to unmark all the new stuff.
Okay.
In the settings, unmark it. It's like, really? You couldn't just fix the issue? No, they couldn't find the problem.
Yeah, yeah. Gotcha.
Oh, hey, Mom.
Yes.
I was going through this page the other day,
Okay.
and I noticed that there was 3 other Star Trek characters that appeared in, or actors that appeared in Hunt for Red October.
Oh, who else?
Daniel Davis.
Oh, yes, he did. You're right. Oh my gosh.
And it's funny what his role was.
I don't remember what he played.
He was captain of the aircraft carrier.
Oh,
Of the
God.
USS Enterprise.
Oh my God, how funny is that?
And then the other ones were just like some small-time actors that were in
That is
one role.
so funny. Hang on, now I have to Google it.
And then Jonathan Del Arco is going to be there.
Yes, I saw that. I saw that. I'm so happy. So Gates McFadden, Daniel Davis, Boris Krutenog played Lieutenant Commander Lejour, the USS Excelsior helmsman who yells, "She'll fly apart," in Star Trek VI. And he played a character, Slavin, in Hunt for Red October.
Fly apart. Didn't fly apart.
There was also, hold on, I gotta go look at the list again. So there was also, you had, I think this is the guy I was looking at the other day.
Let's see. One of the DSRV crew was Data's first officer on the episode where Data was captain of a ship looking for Romulans helping the Duras sisters. Okay.
was actually just looking at these the other day, and hold on, let's see. There was one of them I saw that was on Star Trek Voyager.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. That actually been the guy I was looking at. I just got to find which guy it was again, because
The Russian chief engineer was from that planet of hedonists on Voyager who could teleport very far away.
yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
The actor is named Ronald Gutman, and he's Belgian. There you go.
The species that the Borg assimilated to get their technology to go halfway across the galaxy. Just for the clean.
I think we all noticed too much things. Cliff says he did notice that the traits button was flashing for him as well. So it's not just me imagining stuff.
I mean, could be a shared hallucination.
Yeah, well, and find some. I will grab a different tune really quick. I'll be right back to this tune. Let me grab somebody else. I'll grab someone else super quick here and see if it's happening there. And we'll go find a Klingon.
That's weird.
What, is it happening for you too?
No, I mean, you just finding a Klingon. Weird.
Okay, so it's not happening on my Klingon. She's not getting flashy traits. She probably should leave Ryza. She's being unimpressed with leaving Ryza. Can't make me leave Ryza. You can't force me.
Get back to your house, otherwise there will be dishonor on it. Damn it.
How did How did 7 of 9% even get to Borg space in the first place? Oh, you mean parents? I love spelling corrections. Makes for a really interesting message. How did they get to... that's a good question.
It was in the episode The Raven.
Yeah, but how did they get into the...
general thing?
What was that?
Borg went to transwarp.
Yeah.
Or to slip space or whatever. And they hitched a ride behind the ship.
Oh.
Yeah, they were like so close to the Borg ship that the Borg didn't even detect them.
Got it.
Well, I think the Borg did. They just didn't care.
Because it was just one tiny little 3-man ship.
Yeah, you know the Borg. If it's not a threat, they don't give a crap about it.
Yeah, they started giving crap once they started caring once they realized, hey, they've been kidnapping our crew and doing experiments on them. They're the reasons why they've been coming to Earth to assimilate us.
Graz, are you back?
I'm back for now.
Would you like to join us?
Sure.
Okay. So you're back in game there. So, in going through some old videos that I had saved over to the YouTube channel, I found some videos that Ed had made, so we're going back quite a ways here, that involved players like Sav and a few others who aren't in the game anymore. And it's like, I have to grab those and put them on my videos. And they're not in German either, so that should make it even more interesting. Think they're hiding? Get assimilated, yes. Come for the research, stay for the assimilation.
So, did anyone send any more ships, or do you need more, Mom?
I have made 2 videos. I had sufficient ships to make 2 good videos.
Is that all my ships, or most of my ships?
A lot of your ships. DT sent me a ton of ships too, but I have ships from Graz. I have ships from you. I have ships from DT. I have ships from Mar Hawkman and from some from the Seeker. So I have 5 people, but between that, it was 94 images, and I thought, well, that's not going to be enough, until I set it to the music and realized to run all 94 in the amount of music I have, it's like picture, 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 picture. So I want making 2 videos.
About, most images run about 3 or 4 to 5 seconds.
Yeah, so that was actually too short. I had to slow it down to between 5 and 7 seconds. Yeah, so I have this one video that one of the first ones I made set to level up by Miracle of Sound. And the beginning is just a really fast snare drum rhythm going. So I thought, okay, how many hits is that in the first section? And it's like 75 hits in the first 3 seconds. So I had the computer do it, and it made 75 separate images in those 3 seconds. So you can imagine the sheer number of ships I had then. It's just like running through all the ships. I'd put it on, but the music does involve language that maybe I don't necessarily want to be broadcasting all over the room at Vegas. But yeah, it's a lot of ships, Ryan Snake. But it was very fun, and the 2 pieces of music that I used were the one recommended by most of you guys, which is Sogno di Volare from Civilization. And the other one I picked was A Moment from Project Hail Mary.
Civ 6, right?
Pardon?
Yeah, the theme from Civ 6.
Civilization 6.
Is it 6 or is it 4? It's one of those.
6. It's 6.
4's Baba Yato.
I didn't do that one. I did the In Search of Flight or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dream of Flight.
Dream of Flight, yeah.
I was right that it just reminds you of like flying through space, right? With hearing that song.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's very inspiring. It kind of earwormed me all weekend because I spent a lot of time editing that piece.
I know. It's such a great song.
And then I did the second one to Project Hail Mary where the music is at a different pace, so I had to slow it all down. Finished it, put it together, went off to dinner, came back and went, nope, it's not. No, it is not snack time. Don't even ask about that, little one. Snack Dog is looking at me going, I'm starving. It's not snack time. How many thousands of ships are in Starfleet? In Starfleet? I have no idea. A lot. How many ships are in Star Trek Online? What are we up to? 500 or 600 at this point? A lot. There's a lot of ships. People like ships. But yeah, the Project Hail Mary one, I just wound up re-editing it when I got home from dinner on Sunday night, and I'm like, it's not that bad, it's only going to take me like 15 minutes to put the video together. 2 hours later, because I had to time that one.
Chakotay's going to be there.
Pardon?
Chakotay and Seven are going to be there.
Yes, I heard that. Do I have her? I might have her autograph already. Jonathan Del Arco I need to get. I'm still hemming and hawing on whether I'm taking my big picture of TNG people out there to get Michael Dorn to sign it because he's the only signature that's missing.
Do it.
Well, and that's the answer for you right there.
Okay, so here's
Did
the
you
issue
ever
with
get
that.
Walter to sign it? Walter Koenig?
To sign my book? No, I haven't. I don't think I have.
Because he's not going.
Oh, did he change his mind?
Yeah, he's not. He changed his mind a couple days ago.
Oh, okay.
He's not going.
So here's the reason I'm hemming and hawing on the picture is the picture as it is appraised for about $10,000. And putting that in my car for 3 days may not be the best thing, and taking it into the hotel every night may not be the best thing. And leaving it in my hotel room during the day, except the one day I need it, may not be a good thing. The thing is, if I get his autograph, which is the last one on it, it takes the value from like $10,000 up into the $100,000 range. But then I have to drive it back home. So we do a rinse and repeat on all the potentials for it getting stolen or damaged.
So is it worth the risk? Is what I'm asking. And if it goes from 10,000 to over 100,000, seems like a pretty good risk.
Yeah, but what if he's at the start?
How much longer is Michael Dorn going to be able?
He's young. Oh my God, he's not that old.
Let's be fair.
He's got to be in
no.
60s or 70s.
So am I.
Michael Dorn is 73 years old.
Young. He's a young man. Let's see. Okay, Chicago 2026 for Star Trek. Hasn't necessarily happened yet.
Is it safer to go to Las Vegas with this picture?
Yep, I live near.
Or is it safer to go to Chicago with this picture?
Chicago. Absolutely Chicago.
You sure?
Yeah, I can go stay at my brother's house if I need brother-in-law's house if I need to go there. But it's only like a 3.5 hour drive from here. It's not that far. Versus
Talking about the safetiness of Chicago. The
Chicago's not.
safety of Chicago.
Oh, come on! I lived in Chicago for years. I only got mugged once in 50 years. And that was only because at that time I had a cell phone. I was stupid enough to take it out of my pocket. Now I'm smarter than that. All right, Star Trek is going to be in Chicago. Yeah, I don't want to subscribe to your thing. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care about that stuff. They have one in Philadelphia. Nope, not doing that. Oh, nope, that's a different one. Come on, give me a Star Trek. Seriously? No Star Trek Chicago coming up? Interesting.
Hey, you're trying to figure out what's going on.
Yeah, they've got Star Trek in Philadelphia, but we've done that one. Not doing that one again. Thank you.
Let's see.
Maybe I'll take
That
it
one a long
with
time ago.
me. If I could find a way to get it shipped out there.
There's a Creation Entertainment in Columbus, Ohio.
For Star Trek?
It's just a convention.
Oh, yeah, but they usually make it specific to a, like Star Trek or Supernatural or whatever.
Oh, Creation Tour. That's what it is.
So it's just them in general with everything they've got.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe I'll take it with me. I'm just... Aren't manuals soon to be end of production? You can drive... I can drive stick? Yeah, I absolutely can drive stick. That's easy. Hi, Drunken Heretic. Yeah, my dad taught me to drive stick when I was like 12. Aren't manuals soon to be end of production? Yes, except when they're not. But it's hard to find an American-made car with a manual transmission. The last one I had, weirdly enough, was my Nissan Maxima. I had a Maxima with a 6-speed. That car was amazing until I blew the head gasket at 100,000 miles and wasn't worth getting repaired. But dang, that car was good. I drove it everywhere.
It doesn't say he's going to be there at Philadelphia, so.
Who is?
Or Columbus. He's not going to be at Columbus, so.
Maybe I'll take it with me and I'll find a way to stash it someplace safely.
I mean, pretty much every production car that's still in made here has a manual option. You just got to get it.
Yeah,
specially.
Right, and that tends to be on the cheaper versions too, though. It's not on the higher end cars, so you get manual transmission with manually roll down windows.
I don't know a single production car right now that has manual roll down windows anymore.
Nissan, their cheap one, whatever their cheapest car is.
Sentra? Sentra's got automatic windows on all models.
Sentra, there's one cheaper than that. There's one small. The Sentra's what I've got right now. There is a littler one.
Cute? No. That's not small. Oh, that's not small.
Maybe they don't make it anymore. Thank you. Let's see what we can go through here. Just don't show me your expensive ones, dear. I Google it and I immediately come up with like the Armada.
Oh, right. Yeah. It gives you the most expensive right off the bat. It's like, sweetheart, you know what's in my bank account.
Yeah, I don't want an Armada. Actually, I do want an Armada because the dogs would love it. I don't want a Rogue. Rogues are... I want a car. Just give me a car.
How tall are you, Darkmom?
Pardon?
How tall are you?
Yeah, 5'8", 5'9".
Oh, yeah, should be fine then.
Yeah, no, it's not an issue.
Because there's some people out there like 4'11", 5'2", who try an Armada.
Oh, yeah, no.
Ladder to get into it.
I do have a friend who was like 4'11", and her husband bought her an Armada so she would be safe. And I'm like, she can't see over the steering wheel. Come on. Let's see. Just give me Nissans.
Nissan. Cheapest. Current.
What the heck? They don't have Nissans here? Oh, there we go. It's the first one. That's why. There we go.
Versa.
Versa. Thank you. That's the one. Versa had manual windows, which, okay, that's fine. We're looking for a cheap car. My son is not petite. My son and I get into the front seat, and only one of us could roll down the window because the other person had to get out in order to get enough room to move their elbow to roll down the window. And I'm like, that's not going to work. So we got a Sentra.
Oh, discontinued.
We got a Sentra. I gave it to him, and then I bought myself another Sentra a couple of years later. But in between, I had a Mazda CX-5, which is a good compromise. It's about the same as the Rogue. And the dogs loved it, so the dogs would love an Armada. But getting back to my friend who was 4'11" and got the Armada, is that what it's called? The big one. And basically had to have a couple of things to sit on so she could see over it. And he bought it for her for safety, not thinking, my wife works in downtown Chicago, and where she's going, yes, if you go to the left, that's where Obama lives, and it's reasonably safe. If you turn to the right, you are not going to be safe. At all. Not even close to it. And she wasn't really good with directions, so she was doing an on-call at 2 in the morning. She gets off the expressway and can't remember, do I turn left or right? And she turns right, and a guy immediately pulls up to her and signs for her to roll down her window. And I'm thinking, don't be stupid, when she's telling me this later. And she rolls down her window, of course. And the guy starts yelling at her, going, lady, you are in the wrong place. Where are you going? I'm going to the hospital. Follow me. And so she did. And I'm thinking, 1, don't roll down the window, and 2, don't follow the guy. But fortunately, recognize that here is a tiny little white woman driving a, at that time, $60,000 car, $80,000 car. That was just a story. Can we get small cars back, blind spots?
Here.
Oh, I had one yesterday. American Toilet Master says, can we get small cars back? Blind spots are getting ridiculous. Yes, they are. I agree with you. Even my car is not big, but the blind spot is really bad. Drunken Heretic says, I have a coworker that's a hobbit. Oh, clearly the same person I had. She has her seat pushed all the way forward and elevated as high as she can get. Yeah. I can say.
My mom was 4'11".
Pardon?
To deal with that a lot. My mom was 4'11", so whenever I drive the car, she'd get into it and be like,
yeah. My mom wasn't that small, but she was small. But when you started talking, Maywin, I thought it was Borg King going, I'm 4'11", going, Borg King is not 4'11".
I am not.
Maybe if you're sitting in a chair.
6'11".
Yeah. I'm like
tall.
6'2".
Yeah, he's not small.
Yeah, I literally have to sit in the front seat with the seat pushed all the way back. That's how long my legs are.
So the only reason why I didn't buy a Mustang because it was too damn tall. I mean, because I was too damn tall, and the space between the top of my head and the roof was like an inch.
That's the same thing with the Mazda. My brother, who was at that time like 6'4", got in once and whacked himself in the head. Since then, he's had some issues with health, so he started doing that curvature of the spine and bending over. He's like 5'8", normal height now. But yeah, he could not drive that car. I'm as tall as the same coworker sitting when she's saying, oh my God. Soon car's going to cost the same as the house. Yep. My most recent car cost more than my first house. Considerably.
Yeah,
more than my first house.
I had a friend, or was it a friend or a female? I don't remember. They had a car, like a regular car. And it was like, I could barely get into it. I had to like hold the door.
Yeah.
Like I'm an old person trying to get into the car, and then getting out. I'm like a fat man trying to get out of a car. No offense to anyone that's like overweight trying to like get into a car.
No, they're so tiny, and they can be tiny.
Yeah.
If you get a little car,
you want to really laugh? Let me find the video.
I'm sorry.
I found a vid. I found a video last night on YouTube of John Cena and Shaq trying to fit inside of a smart car.
Yeah.
I think that was a commercial with Shaq. Where they
it looked like they were just running around. It looks like they were running around LA just having fun together and filming it.
No, there was an old Shaq video. I think it was a Mountain Dew video when they came out with the Big Slams. The first year they came out with the Big Slams, and Shaq is drinking the Mountain Dew. Is like, oh, this is what I like. and throughout the entire commercial, everything's so small on him. His clothes, he couldn't find the right shoes, and then he gets in the car and he puts the roof over because it was convertible, and it goes right through his head.
Okay, so this is on Instagram for them trying to get in the little car, so I will post
you got
this
it?
up
Okay,
here.
whatever.
Yeah, I found it.
Shaq just can't even fit in there.
Yeah.
Cena could, but Shaq couldn't.
Let's see, American Toilet Master. The house is going to break to modern standards. Yeah, you know what? My house is 40 years old. My old house was built the same time that this house was. And they're about the same standard of quality. But my parents bought their house in 65, and the house is still standing, but immediately within the first year, it had a lot of issues, which got resolved. And this house is doing fine since then. It's still staying, like I said, 65, so that makes it 61 years old. That whole community is still there. So it really comes and goes. I don't know anything about houses built in the last 10, 20 years.
You know what I've seen on YouTube is a lot of the inspector issues.
Oh, yeah, I've been
that
watching those.
they're getting away with.
Yeah.
That the builders have been getting away with, and I'm wondering if that's been happening since they started building these easily built homes.
I'm sure. But I notice
Which is
sometimes
so
those are on
stupid.
the $1 million homes where they have incredibly stupid
Yeah.
mistakes.
I saw one with a $13 million home, and he literally just shook all the poles out
Yeah.
of the railing
I saw
going
that.
upstairs. I was like, "Excuse me."
So I bought this house. I don't know anything about houses, so I hired an inspector who came in and found some stuff and gave me the list of it. And then my boss, who's ex-boss, said, "Hey, I'm going to come over with one of the engineers, and we're going to also do a walkthrough on it." And they started the list, and most of it was stuff that was, from the previous tenants, like there's hard water, so you need to be aware that you're going to have to think about getting new piping put in here. These are the issues we see with the electrical. We see there's an issue with this, and they just gave me their list as engineers, which, thank you. Thank you, Woody. Thank you, Roland. And I've had that on my list of things to slowly get done. So if and when I ever sell this place, the next person's going to have a really nice house. $1 million house that has 1 million broken studs, pretty much, yeah.
I just posted the Shaq commercial I was referring to in the lounge.
Oh, okay. Is it? Let me see if I can see that one. Oh, Axonar's got a new episode, by the way. Oh,
yeah,
that's...
did you see they brought the guy from the reboot, Kelvin?
No, I haven't even seen it yet. I just saw that you put it up there.
Yeah, he's in there.
Okay.
The captain from in the very first part of the first movie of the reboot.
Oh.
The one that Nero kills.
Oh, yeah, him.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah.
I believe I don't know Ambassador Spock.
What?
But that guy, right?
Yeah. He goes, I don't know this man. Where are you from?
Oh yeah. What's his
And then
name?
Nero drives that spear right into his heart.
Yeah.
That's a man who needs some therapy.
Ambassador Spock.
The one that
Eric
when
Bana.
he
I'm
dies.
surprised he hasn't been at a Star Trek convention.
Who?
Eric Bana.
Oh, probably because he's still doing movies.
Well, no, it doesn't seem like he's one of those kind of people, that does conventions yet.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're still working, you don't need to do conventions.
Plus, they're not promoting, so I think he was at a few when they first made the movie.
That would make some sense, yeah.
I remember he was at Shore Leave one year, a long time ago. It's crazy to think how old that movie is.
The one on the East Coast?
Yeah, the one in Maryland.
Yeah.
Or I think now it's in Pennsylvania.
Oh, is it?
Well, yeah, because the hotel they used to use, the Hunt Valley Inn, was closed.
Oh, well, that would be a problem. What's his name?
Yeah, Marriott didn't want to pay for this old hotel anymore.
Farron Tahir?
Yeah, yes, Tahir.
Yeah, I love him. He's so gorgeous.
He's a good actor.
The other one who's in there that I always forget is in there is Clifton Collins. I love Clifton Collins. He's like
Who?
Clifton Collins. He played Nero's assistant, like his first officer.
Okay.
Oh
He's
yeah,
like
yeah,
Carl
yeah. I've seen him
Urban
in
in
other
that
things.
he becomes the role to the extent that until the credits came up, I didn't know that was him.
Oh yeah, because he was the one. Was like he was fighting Kirk, and Kirk goes, "I got your gun."
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
That.
yeah.
You can't even talk.
Yeah, I got. Drunken Heretic says, that guy. Yeah, that guy.
The guy, you know.
Yeah, I was doing the
I
Philadelphia.
was just watching Armageddon again today, and I still can't
Ah.
believe that the guy who played Lorca was in that movie.
Jason Isaacs? He was in that
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah, I told you that before.
Who is he in the movie in Armageddon?
He was the one that goes. He was at the beginning. He tells one of the guys. He goes, "Yeah, I went to MIT with that person, and he's an idiot."
Okay, now I'm going to have to go back and watch Armageddon again. Thank you. Well, which I love that movie. I know it's stupid.
This was
I
like,
know
think
it's
he
a
made-
stupid movie.
It was like I think it was one of his first movies. I think that's why you didn't recognize him probably.
I'm bad at recognizing people.
That movie just made. I got tired of listening to Aerosmith after that movie.
I love that movie. I love that movie.
I like that movie. I just hate the song. They
okay.
played it to death on the radio.
Yeah,
they did. Well, it was because Liv Tyler was in the movie, so
Of course. Of course.
No.
I think they had at that time they had just told the world that was like his daughter.
Oh yeah.
So that's why during that movie she got into a whole lot of movies all of a sudden, like right after that. And I was like, yep, from that, and then you did Armageddon, and then your career takes off.
And I swear, like Aerosmith was like playing in every movie she was in.
Yeah.
Except Lord of the Rings.
Except Lord of the Rings.
I bet you Steven Tyler was some orc or some or goblin in there somewhere. Wouldn't need that much makeup.
So
actually,
Jason
that's what they should have made. I know they cut out that part about the voice of Sauron.
I'm sorry.
You know, with the guy who had the voice of Sauron.
Yeah.
You remember that guy?
Yeah.
I think it was Ray Parks who played the character. But they could have had Steven Tyler play that character. I'm thinking about this.
You are quite correct, Borg King, about Jason Isaacs being in Armageddon.
Yep, his character's name was Ronald Quincy.
Yes, it was. Armageddon, the movie with an asteroid that roars and thirsts for human blood. Yeah, are we ever going to discuss the fact that if it's that close to Earth, when you break it up, it's still going to have all that debris hit the Earth, and the end effect is going to be the same. But we're not going to let any bit of physics interfere. No, it is not snack time. We have 15 minutes till snack time, young lady. The dog's looking at me going, but I'm starving, Mom.
And then you have that one actor in that movie that's like in everything, but no one knows his name.
Which one?
William Fisher.
Oh, I have no idea who William Fisher is. Who's William Fisher?
He's the one he has like those good roles.
Yeah.
He has the perfect roles. He was the He
was
in Armageddon. He was the one with the gun. He had the gun in the hand when they come. Boy, you brought a gun. Okay, so he was the captain of the shuttle.
Oh, okay, yeah, fine.
Yeah, he's like in every movie, and nobody knows his name.
Yeah, it's like you look at his filmography, and it's like the who's who of Hollywood.
Yeah, because like I remember he had a quick scene in The Dark Knight. He was the bank manager.
Mm-hmm. You don't know who you're messing with. He was also in Black Hawk Down with Jason Isaacs as well.
Oh wow!
And Orlando Bloom.
There we go.
Like that movie Black Hawk Down is like the who's who of Hollywood too. Everyone was in it. Even Eric Bana was in it.
That is so weird.
Christ, it was like Josh Hartnett, Ewan McGregor, Tom Sizemore, Gabriel Cassius, Hugh Dancy,
Carl Urban
like
was
everybody
in
and everybody.
every freaking thing all the time.
Who?
Carl Urban. And you don't realize he's in everything, but he's in everything.
Oh yeah, the new Dr. McCoy from
Yeah.
Pines movies.
Yeah, but
the
also
better Judge Dredd.
Also, yeah, Judge
Yeah.
Dredd. He was in Lord of the
I like
Rings.
the
He
Judge
was
Dredd.
in Thor. He was in a lot of the Marvel movies. All the
He was
Thor
in
movies.
Doom
Yeah,
Holy moly.
with
Yeah.
The Rock.
Johnny Cage. That's right.
yeah, he played Johnny
He
Cage,
played Johnny Cage. Oh my gosh.
and he played what's the homeboy in Lord Aramir
Yep.
from Lord of the Rings.
Yep. Yep. He's in everything.
Hey, you know what they say, right? What's my motivation? What's my motivation? I can't do this without some motivation. You're getting paid. Shut up and get on stage.
So Michael Caine, the actor, is in everything because his attitude is, "I need the paycheck. I have a family."
Yeah, because he was in Star Trek Voyager.
He doesn't care. It's a paycheck.
Yeah, I know, but he was in a Star Trek Voyager.
James Wood does same way.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a paycheck.
Yeah.
Ryan Snake says he was in one of the Bourne movies.
Yeah, he played. Didn't he play like an FSB member from Russia?
He was in the Bourne Supremacy. He played Kirill.
Yeah, wasn't that I think he was a Russian FBI person.
He's a Russian Federal
FSB,
Security
I guess
Service officer working for the corrupt oil magnate Yuri Gretkov.
I was about to say Michael Caine did not play in the Bourne movies.
That would be about it,
Would
though.
be funny though.
I mean, he was in the Batman movies. He does so many movies that I no longer am surprised that he's in them. But I respect the attitude of, it's a paycheck.
I watched that movie called After Earth. Not After Earth.
Yeah, there was a movie After Earth. I'm sorry to say, it was bad.
No, Children of Men. Children of Men. He played that crazy hippie.
Carl Urban was also in Riddick, but
the
Chronicles of Riddick, not the
Flacco.
first one, right? He wasn't
Yeah,
in
he
the
was
first one.
Flacco.
Yeah, I love that movie too. I mean, it's a bad movie, but I love it. I love bad movies. I like good movies.
Riddick's he's essentially in the second of the third three movies.
What was the third movie?
Yeah.
The first movie is Pitch Black.
Right.
Third one is just Riddick.
I thought. Oh. No, it's Chronicles of Riddick, isn't it?
No, it's Chronicles of Riddick, and then the third one's Riddick.
Okay. Yeah, he was in Chronicles of Riddick. He wasn't.
He was in Riddick as well.
Oh, he was. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
because it was still continuing the Necromungan thing.
Okay, so I guess I have to go watch that one again. Drunken Heretic says not a fan of the third Riddick movie. Sometimes I don't care if a movie's bad or good if I like the actor in it. I mean, I have been to see Patrick Stewart in a movie called The Green Room. It was an awful movie. I know it was the only one in the theater to see it, I'll have you know.
What movie was it where he was like I think it was actually called Mastermind, where he was like...
Yeah, he was Mastermind. That was a kid's movie.
Yeah, it was like he took over a school.
Yep.
Yep, okay. I was about to say he was the mastermind, and then I just answered my question with the name of the movie.
Yeah. That was the name of it. Let's see, Ryan Snake, I like the character.
Because it also
played the game.
Because it also had Avery Brooks in it.
Did it? I mean, it was not a good movie. I get that he was trying to do something that wasn't Star Trek, but it was not a good movie. But then he was in some really bad movies. I can think of a few bad movies we can watch on movie night with him in it. We can do a Patrick Stewart bad movie night or bad movie month once. Let's do one more TFO, and I'm going to go get the dogs a snack and me some dinner.
Wait, how many movies did Patrick Stewart do that were bad?
Oh, he does a lot of movies.
Quite a lot were bad. But it was just the movie itself that were bad, not his performance.
Right, no, his performances are about as good as they're going to get, but...
What about Life Force?
Yeah, that's the one I was going for, Life Force. Freaking love Life Force. It's
Yeah,
so
pretty-
awful.
Carl Urban also played the bad guy
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Priest.
Yeah, in Life Force, the main female character for most of the movies, she's walking around
She's
butt
all she,
ass naked.
no, she's only naked for a large part of it, but not all of it.
Most of it.
Half.
Most of it.
I'll go with half of it. Yeah, he was in a
Yeah.
lot of meh right up till I think it was Hennessy was the one where he started to get some recognition. Yeah, that's the one with Rod Steiger. He's got a great story about that. Oh, fine. Don't let me go back to that page. But going into the bad movies, there are so many.
Oh,
However-
that's funny. Carl Urban played Cupid in Hercules and Xena.
Right? Yeah.
Oh
Those
yeah,
two
yeah,
shows.
yeah.
He was in the Emoji movie, I will have you know.
Was he?
Patrick Stewart played Poop in the Emoji movie. On the other
Poop
hand,
emoji.
there was a little video short he did called Dear Satan, which is absolutely adorable. One of my little favorite Christmas movies. Charlie's Angels. Ugh, ugh.
He was in Charlie's
Oh,
Angels.
The second one, yeah. Or the third
Look
one?
at him.
Wait, what,
Didn't Jack Black make that movie?
Charlie's Angels?
what did he do in the second one?
No.
Yeah.
Dear Satan.
This is the remake with Elizabeth Banks, with Kristen Stewart, Naomi Scott, and Ella Balinska.
Okay, so it's
So the-
it's not the
It's not the good ones, no.
it's not the Drew Barrymore one.
No. But then again, maybe.
Okay. So this is like I've not seen that one then. I've seen Charlie's Angels, the first one, and then I saw Full Throttle, and that's the only two I know of.
Yeah, then they tried to do a reboot of it, which is absolute garbage.
Kind of like them trying to reboot Ghostbusters.
Why are all the reboots garbage? All the reboots have been
Because
garbage.
if it was already done. What the heck? He did. Oh, it's a game. Okay, fine.
What?
Sorry, he did voice work in a game, and I'm like, he wasn't in that movie. No, he was the voice in the
Which
game.
game?
Oh, I don't. Just one
Oh.
was beeping through really quick. All right, let's do one last thing here so I can go do food, because food's important for me. Super Mario Brothers Riff Tracks is worth watching. The Super Mario Brothers with is it John Leguizamo and Bob
Yeah.
Hoskins?
That's the good one.
Oh my God,
The best one.
I love that. Actually, you know what? I did love that one.
How
Ryan,
many
say,
are you? Mario, and Luigi Mario. There's three.
Ryan Snake says Picard was involved somehow in politics and Dunes. If you're talking about the original Dune, yeah, he was Gurney Halleck in that one. It's not a good version of it, but it's the one that's implanted in my brain. What are we doing? Shall I just hit random?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay.
I was
Watch it
watching
be the
the
breach.
original Dune, which is sleep time, which is nap time.
We will.
We will.
You
I mean, they've got like Toto doing the music, and yet the music's the least impressive music ever. They've got really good SF people or SFX people doing effects, and they're not particularly stunning, but they have got some of the best actors out there. Jose Ferrer, Sean Phillips, the guy who played Duke Leto, guy, his name totally leaves me.
Jürgen Prochnow.
Yeah, Jürgen Prochnow.
Yeah.
I love him. And Francesca begins with an A, I think.
And
No,
It was
Alba.
such a great.
Was it? Are you talking
Prochnow
about
was such a
Dune?
great-
Yeah, the original.
Original.
I'm sorry. Say
Don't
that again.
forget the guy who played Michael Eddington.
The guy who played Michael Eddington.
Wasn't he in Dune?
The guy, Michael Eddington.
From Deep Space Nine?
Oh, I don't know
Well,
if
he
he's...
got promotion.
Princess Annis,
Yeah, thank you, Francesca
Yes.
Annis. Thank you. Obviously, Kyle MacLachlan.
Linda Hunt,
Yep. Though a
Richard
very
Jordan.
short scene. Yeah, Richard Jordan. This was, what, a couple of years before he passed away?
several,
Yeah.
but yes.
Oh, for whatever reason
Cal
that didn't work.
McLaughlin, Everett McGill,
Everett McGill playing the leader of
Stilgar.
Stilgar.
Yeah.
I really liked him in that. It was such an underplayed character, but he was so enthusiastic. It's just kind of sucks you in. So good. What are we playing?
Oh my god, I haven't seen this.
Oh no, no. Well, at least I got a decent chip for it.
Which one are you doing?
Procyon 5.
It's funny to think that the guy who Ken Marshall who played Michael Addington was the original main character of that old movie called Crawl.
Okay,
I
that's the one I'm
liked
thinking of.
Crawl.
Yeah,
I mean, it wasn't a
That's
good
the one-
movie.
Yeah,
that's
but
the
it's
one
but
I'm thinking of.
that's a severe downgrade in status. You go from being a prince to being what I think he was a lieutenant.
yeah.
But leader of the Maquis.
I mean, prince is still better. You know what I'm saying? Got a magical little, I don't know, throwing star, we should call it.
Drunken Heretic
What was the
says
name of the movie he was in?
Crawl.
Crawl.
Okay, I was thinking of he was in Dune. I don't know why.
I think he's too young to be in Dune.
Drunken Heretic
When
says
did
at
Dune come
least
out?
this isn't Days of Doom. I did not play Days of Doom this
82.
weekend.
Okay, maybe he wasn't that young then.
Oh, stop doing that, Mom.
Well, he had a bald head of hair in Deep Space Nine.
Hey, getting rid of hair is easy.
Yeah, he's like 73 right
Oh,
now, 76,
goodness.
something like that. I saw it earlier.
Could be worse.
He seemed to stop acting after 2003.
I hate to say this, but sometimes when we get older, male or female, it gets really hard to get good roles, which is too bad. Because sometimes older actors are
Doesn't stop
really
Michael
good.
Caine.
Well, Michael Caine's
Well,
Michael Caine.
then you have those older actors that have to appear in everything because
Oh, we missed one.
I'm amazed how many roles he gets as Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, I mean,
He is in so many movies.
and not a lot of them do really well. Sting in
And a
Dune
lot of them
was
seem to be
uninspiring.
low production quality.
Yeah.
There are a lot of B style movies, but I think it's a lot because he just takes everything that he can get.
Hey, Drunken
Might as
Heretic
well.
is asking anybody else catch Axanar the Gathering Storm upon premiere. May Wynn posted it in our chat, so I will grab it. I think it's in the lounge. So if you
Only
need
12 years
access,
too late.
yeah. However, did anybody else catch the release today of Electric Callboy's new song, whose name totally eludes me at the moment, but
So
YouTube
I hear
hasn't announced it yet.
I hear Christopher Pike is responsible for destroying all the dinosaurs.
yep,
Yeah, mass genocide apparently
war crimes.
killed 3 planets worth of people
We're not going
by
to worry.
doing nothing.
And destroying a planet, destroying a planet. And
Well,
currently
failing
By
to
actually-
doing
stop
absolutely nothing. By doing absolutely nothing.
But I'm not allowed to do anything because it's against the rules and all that stuff.
Well, I mean, he was right to do it, but still.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was right to do it.
I've not seen the episode. I just heard about it.
It's
I'm
not
like,
a bad episode. I mean, it's not brilliant, but it's not bad. They've had much worse episodes.
Oh yeah.
you
All
mean
of
like the
season 1 of
dancing one,
Our
the
Fleet
dancing
Academy.
and singing one?
The dancing and singing one, the Muppets.
Oh, that one was fun.
But it wasn't a great story.
Yeah, it was
I
just
mean,
a one-off on level 1.
You can
It
do a
wasn't
one-off.
didn't extend anywhere.
Well, as somebody pointed out, though, if you're only doing 10 episodes a year, doing one-offs is kind of like, gee, you couldn't have thought of
Dumb,
something
yeah.
better.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. If you do 30 episodes or 40 episodes a year, then you've got time for a Muds. You've got time for a Trouble with Tribbles. You've got time for some of the lighter-hearted ones, like what's the one on the Earth equivalent with the mobsters?
The gangsters
yeah.
of
No, not the gangsters. The mob one.
oh
The TOS one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about.
The TOS one.
The Gangs of Chicago book was left or
What
something.
was the name of that one? With Bella
tell you.
Oxmix and Fizbin. Let us not forget Royal Fizbin and Fizbin.
Yeah,
I swear he was just making up the rules as he went along in that
He
one.
was.
I gotta be honest with you though, that's a
Piece
pretty
of the
scary.
action.
That's a pretty scary species that
Piece of
can
the action.
immediately copy so quickly.
Yeah. The Packlids.
That's a scary species.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Cross?
Piece of the action.
Piece of the action. Thank you ever so much, because that was going to make me crazy.
There's a lot of the original series ones I haven't seen in a long time.
Well, I went back and looked at the episodes in the original series, and actually, overall, they were pretty good for a full season. There were some yuck ones, but
I was like remembering which Star Trek episode from the TOS series was like my first introduction to Star Trek, and I narrowed it down to 3 of them.
yeah.
It was either Space Seed,
Yeah. Also, very good episode.
Trouble with Tribbles,
Very funny episode.
and by any other name.
That's an interesting choice.
Because those were the videos they had at the library at the time.
Ah.
Oh, and the Doomsday Machine. The Doomsday Machine was there. And it was like between those 4 episodes was like the first time I was introduced to Star Trek.
No, I'm embarrassed to say. I'm not embarrassed to say this. I watched the first episode the first time around on network TV.
Now, I do remember watching The Cage on TV when they reintroduced it.
As the
And
menagerie?
Gene Roddenberry was doing that. He was doing a special, I think it was aired for the first time on TV, actually, in 1985.
Oh,
or 80.
okay.
And it was like showing all the stuff that wasn't shown on in the menagerie episode.
Yeah. I think I saw that as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I know I've seen it somewhere. Well, I think we did that one particularly well. I think we can take that off the list of horrible things to do. We just need to have a good team.
And I'm going
Muppet episode supposed to come this season.
And I'm going to be getting off here in a moment because I got this huge storm with the radar has red and yellow and white and pink in it.
You need to get off, and I'm going to go eat some food.
You mean a very calm storm?
Yeah, not in Zion. We can get rock slides and flash floods like you wouldn't believe.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's not a calm thing. No.
Sorry. For where I'm at, that's relatively calm.
I'm originally from Iowa, and I love the storms in Iowa. You can just you can watch the lightning. No, this is not like a calm thing.
No,
you have
we were sharing
floods.
the joys of what tornado warnings do when you have to deal with tornado warnings a lot. So yeah, I get that.
Get a lawn chair and go out and see what's going on.
Would you be quiet, little one? Obviously, the children are annoying me, so I'm going to get out of here. Let's go raid somebody real quick before I have to deal with my children. Who is out there tonight since we're doing all raids today? All raids all the time. We got 2 raids today, so let's share the love. Let's see. We have Oriana's Gaming, who's on a Be Right Back. Oh, Alice is out there. Let's go follow Alice. And she's doing a fundraiser for the SELAH Neighborhood Homeless Coalition. They've raised 305 of 1,000. So, and people are already over there. So we're going to go raid her. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful evening. We will probably talk to you tomorrow. Loki, stop. Have a great night, everybody. And we'll go do that raid.
Such a pity name for a dog. It actually took me this time.
And I will see y'all later.